by Tompkins, Bank of Castile.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to beautiful Dwyer Stadium. My name is John King, your broadcaster for all Batavia Muckdog baseball games for the remainder of the 2023 season. Tonight we see a rematch from yesterday's game between the now visiting Jamestown Tarp Skunks and your Batavia Muckdogs. Join me in recognizing the starters for your Batavia Muckdogs as we take a look as them walking out onto the field just now.
Let's hear it for Muckdogs clubhouse manager Eric Mazicki and tonight's HP Hood bet boy, Clay Larson. Now here's the starting lineup for your Muckdogs. Leading off, playing right field from the University of Rochester, number 16, Josh Leadham. Accompanied this evening by Hank Alna. Batting second, the third baseman, number 36, Lucas Lopez from St. Thomas University. Accompanied this evening by Hoyt Alna. Batting third, tonight's Tully's Pittman, the second baseman from St. Leo University, number 88, Giuseppe Arcori. Accompanied by Hayden Woolston. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 23 from St. John's, Anna Agresti. Accompanied this evening by Rhett Ernst. Batting fifth, center fielder from St. John's, number 2, Christian Bernardini. Accompanied this evening by Wyatt Ernst. Batting sixth, the catcher from Georgia Southwestern State, number 44, Bryce Mortellaro. Accompanied this evening by Weston Ernst. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 45 from Stony Brook University, Matt DiStefano. Accompanied by Luke Bedford. Batting eighth, the extra hitter, number 11, Chad Falcon from St. John's University. Accompanied by Alex Cararelli. Batting ninth, first baseman from Dallas College Mountain View, number 25, Sean Ladd. Accompanied this evening by Liam Pearl. And batting 10th from Kane University, the shortstop, number 7, Caleb Rodriguez. Accompanied this evening by Caleb Fisher. Starting pitching tonight for your Muckdogs from the University of Fort Lauderdale, number 40, Julian Pichardo. Pichardo starting for your Muckdogs and the rest of your Batavia Muckdogs. Now everyone, I'd like to ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the presentation of the colors presented this evening by the Batavia Civil Air Control.
An absolutely beautiful rendition of our national anthem by the Alexander Fire Department. Thank you to them. Ladies and gentlemen, the Muckdogs, who come into this game on a 4-game skid, look to bounce back and split this series with Jamestown after dropping their game together last night 7-3. With that loss, Batavia has moved back into second place in the Western Division standings, now a half a game behind the Elmira Pioneers, who are visiting Niagara tonight before taking on Jamestown themselves in a doubleheader at home tomorrow. Jamestown, after picking up the victory last night, improved to 19-12-1 on the season and now sit only 1 game behind the first-place Pioneers. First place sits in the balance for the winner. Will it be Jamestown, who's speeding up in the rearview mirror, or will it be Batavia, who reclaims their spot on the throne? As you guys can see in the field after the starting lines were announced, the field will read Bryce Mortellaro, number 44, behind the dish. Sean Ladd, number 25, sitting out at first. Number 88, Giuseppe Arcuri, occupies second base. Caleb Rodriguez fills out the middle infield. Number 7 at shortstop. Lucas Lopez at the hot corner, number 36. And then the outfield will read DeStefano in left, Bernardini in center, and Leadham in right. On the bump today is going to be the Muckdogs ace, Julian Pichardo, the 3-year starter for the Muckdogs. Last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned. Surrendered 5 base runners, 4 via hits, and 1 the walk. Struck out 7, however, so it still was a quality start for Pichardo, despite it being his first loss on the season. Muckdogs very familiar with the Tarp Skunks, as again, they played just last night. Dropped that game 7-3. Too many errors were made in the field, total of 6, as the Muckdogs shot themselves in the foot, looking to clean themselves up in the field here today as they look to split this series and regain their spot atop of the Western Division. A few more numbers for Pichardo on the year. He has 7 games started, including a complete game, the only complete game for the Muckdogs so far. Over those 7 games, he has thrown 41 in the 3rd innings, including 49 strikeouts and just 4 walks, an insane strikeout-to-walk ratio. He is 3-1 with a 2.17 ERA. Opposing batters only hitting 2.13 against Pichardo, as he has definitely solidified himself as one of the top pitchers in the PGCBL. Again, those 49 strikeouts by Pichardo now lead the PGCBL. He is 1 ahead of the second-place pitcher. Julian has definitely come out as a strikeout pitcher this season. When he puts the ball in play, it will be hit hard due to his fastball, but he does an excellent job of mixing his changeup and other off-speed pitches in there to keep the hitters on their toes. Going over the Jamestown Tarp Skunks lineup in order, you will see Grady Mee, the shortstop, Tony Googans, the second baseman, Henry Juwan, the catcher, Jake Canodal, the third baseman, the DH, Matt Thompson, the right fielder, Zach Kent, center fielder, Kieran Gagnon, the first baseman, Colin Hauk, the extra hitter, Jared Munoz, and then Alex Alstrom will be patrolling left field and batting 10th. On the bump for the Tarp Skunks will be the big lefty, Frank Villela, as Grady Mee steps to the plate. These two teams, of course, facing each other yesterday. Grady Mee going 1 for 2 with 3 RBIs. Definitely was a pest at the leadoff spot for the Muckdogs. First pitch incoming will be foul to the left field side. Both Lopez and Rodriguez give chase. Can't track it down as it hits off the fence, and the first pitch of the game will be documented as a foul. First pitch time will be gone as 6:43 p.m. Clear skies in Batavia. Looks like a good night for baseball. Count will run 0-1. Skip Martinez walking out to the mound as the entire infield goes to check on Julian. Hopefully nothing serious, but this is a very early mound visit after just 1 pitch into the game. Trainer will head out there as well as pitching coach Thomas Eaton. Very quick visit, as it appears Julian has waved off Skip, but the trainer will do the precautionary check on him regardless. Appears he is motioning to the upper part of his pitching arm. Doesn't appear to be the elbow. We'll throw a practice pitch just to make sure he's still good. Ball is humming in there, and there goes Pichardo waving the trainer off as he elects to stay in this game and tough it out. Pichardo, definitely one of the captains on this team, has been a 3-year member of the Muckdogs. Takes pride in being a Muckdog. So we resume the at-bat to Grady Mee, 0-1 count. First pitch was fouled off to the left side. Pichardo gets his sign, comes through, will deliver a breaking ball off the outside corner, will be in there for ball number 1. Pichardo gets a sign from Mortellaro, comes set, working from the stretch, delivers. Third pitch of the at-bat will be ball number 2. We're on the count 2-1. Again, Mee on the year, batting .305 after his performance last game. 82 at-bats, 25 hits. That one inside will run the count to 3-1. 6 doubles, 1 triple for Mee, so definitely has the ability to put the ball in play hard and stretch it into extra bases. 3-1 pitch coming. Pichardo delivers that one, swung on, fouled off to the backstop. Will run the count full now. Mee, 14 strikeouts on the season, so definitely vulnerable to the 3-strike pitch. Count is full, however. Pichardo will get his sign from Mortellaro. Comes set and delivers. High fastball. Mee lays off and will draw a walk to lead this game off. Stepping to the plate now will be the second baseman, Tommy Googans. Googans, as well as most of the top part of the order last night, having himself a nice little game there. 2 for 4 with a stolen base, 2 singles. No RBIs or runs scored, however. Jamestown lineup full of capable hitters as well as capable base runners. Definitely have to watch them. Googans squares around, pulls the bunt back as it will be outside for ball number 1. Googans with some very nice at-bats last night. Made some solid contact on both balls that he hit into fair play. Mortellaro will take a walk out to the mound. Skip looking down at the bullpen. As this is very concerning for the Muckdogs, who are already dealing with a plethora of injuries. They cannot lose their ace in Pichardo here, but it is not looking well so far. Joining for the second time this inning, waves off his teammates and the trainer as he elects again to fight through whatever is bothering him in the top part of his arm. Hoping for the best here from Pichardo, but very concerning scene here at Dwyer Stadium to start this game right now. It's the Muckdogs, who have had a ton of departures, whether it be through injury or just other occasions, are down already and do not need this blow to their team. Pichardo will throw over to first, check on Mee, safely back in there at first. Count remains 1-0 to Tommy Googans. Pichardo will come set, take a look over at first and deliver the 1-0. Swung on by Googans, that ball will be fouled up behind home plate, will reach the stands, and someone has their first souvenir of the game. Assistant coach and pitching coach Thomas Eden motioning down to the bullpen as they appear to already be working someone to replace Pichardo if this gets worse. 1-1 pitch will be sliced down the first baseline, foul, bring us to a 1-2 count. Tarp Skunk hitter is already timing up Pichardo's pitches as it appears he might have lost some velocity on his fastball due to whatever he is dealing with right now. Regardless, the count does run to 1-2. Another check over to first by Pichardo. Mee back in there safely as we will remain at a 1-2 count to Tommy Googans. Googans on the year, another capable hitter, batting .286 so far. 1-2 pitch will be delivered here by Pichardo. Mee takes off, swung up the middle, shortstop falls down. He will recover though, field the ball, throw Googans out at first for the 6-3 putout. Ball was lined softly to short. Caleb Rodriguez over there stumbled, unfortunately. Might have had the possibility of diving in. And Skip Rodriguez will make another mound visit. And that will be the end of Julian Pichardo. Whatever he is dealing with will force him out of the game just 3 batters in. Pichardo's day ends after 2 batters, 1 walk, 1 6-3 putout. So Pichardo's day will end here, and we will have a new pitcher after this. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dwyer Stadium in the top half of the first inning. Obviously, the crowd holding their breath as we await what is going on with Julian Pichardo. However, an injury has appeared to have forced him out of the game after just 2 batters, 1 walk, 1 6-3 putout on the day. And that will be the end of Pichardo, as it appeared he was grabbing the top part of his right throwing arm. Into the game now, pitching change will bring Stephen Oates. Oates on the year has not seen too much action. 4 in the 3rd innings pitched, has given up 5 hits, 5 earned runs, 10 walks, 9 strikeouts with a 10.38 ERA. Oates has shown some control issues here and there. However, when he is on, and that strikeout pitch from him is deadly. His first task will be the catcher for the opposing team, Henry Juwan, who steps in. Oates' first pitch will be delivered in there for a called strike, bringing the count to 0-1. Juwan yesterday 0 for 3, however, did have an RBI off of a sacrifice fly. Also has had extreme success this year, batting .320 in 18 games. Pickoff attempt at second, hits the runner, will bounce a little bit to the right, but recovered by Oates and will keep me at second. Count still remains 0-1. Juwan again having a very nice year. Did not showcase it last night. However, definitely possesses a threat with his bat. 16 hits on the year, including 4 doubles, 9 RBIs with a runner in scoring position right now. There is a chance for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks to jump out to an early lead. Oh, so the next pitch is delivered. Me breaks for third. No throw as he will swipe it with ease. That will be a ball and a stolen base for Grady Mee. So now a runner on third, 1-1 count with 1 out on the inning. Juwan lines that one into right field. Leadham will park under it easily. He has a cannon in right. Mee will break for the plate. Ball coming home, delivered, caught by Bryce Mortellaro. Tag not applied, and Mee just gets in there for the first run of the game. What an absolute missile from Leadham in right field, as Skip Martinez is already running out, blowing a fuse to plead his case and try to get this call reversed. It will be all for naught. But again, an absolute missile from Leadham in right almost gets Mee at the plate. Unfortunately, he avoids the tag, will get in there, and the Tarp Skunks will jump out to a 1-0 lead. That'll bring Jay Kernodle to the plate, the third baseman today. As Oates fires a fastball on the inside part of the plate, will be called strike number 1. Kernodle last night 0 for 3 with a K. He is also the Eli Fish K-man tonight. That ball is grounded to the first base line under the glove of Sean Ladd, as Kernodle will take the turn but remain at first. That'll go down for a single down the first baseline. I'm actually not entirely too sure here what's being called, but they will be calling Kernodle out at first. I'm not sure if they're saying he stepped on home plate as he swung, but that will be out number 3 on the play. All right.
Third out appears to be the runner, the batter stepping out of the batter's box prior to the hit. So for Jamestown, it's kind of the first 1 run on no hits, so no errors, no runners.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen, but it appears that Jay Kernodle stepped out of the batter's box, and that is the reason for the third out on the inning. Lead us into the bottom of the first. However, we would like to take the time right now in between innings to thank plenty of our sponsors, all of which would make it possible for Muckdogs baseball to keep going on. Special thank you to Alex's Place, Allegheny Farm Services, AmeriGroup, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, Ankle and Foot Care Center of Western New York, Arc of Glow, Attica's 10th Hole, Auto Wash, Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care Center, Batavia's Original, Bourbon and Burger, Brighton Securities, Bully Hill, Canzaneri's Barbershop, Casella Waste, Chapin Manufacturing, Cinquino's Pizza, Comparion Insurance, Cornerstone Abstracting LLC, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Daily News, Eagle Star Housing, Easttown Beverage, Eli Fish Brewing, Farm Credit East, and Feral Gas.
Casella has been in business for 48 years. Casella started as one pickup truck operation in Killington, Vermont, and they began servicing the Batavia and Glow communities back in 20.
Okay, so on the mound here as we go into the bottom of the first with Jamestown leading 1-0 as the Batavia Muckdogs step up for their first at-bats. Just to recap, for the Batavia lineup, will be started off with their leadoff man, Josh Leadham in right field, Lucas Lopez batting second and third, Giuseppe R. Curry batting third at second, Adam Agresti DHing in the cleanup spot, Christian Bernardini patrolling center field, batting fifth, Bryce Mortellaro behind the dish batting sixth, Matt DiStefano in left batting seventh, Chad Falcon, the extra hitter, batting eighth, Sean Ladd patrolling first base batting ninth, and Caleb Rodriguez at short batting 10th. As Leadham steps to the plate, he will be facing Frank Villela. 7 games this year, 2 starts for Villela, 21 and 2/3 innings pitched, has surrendered 22 hits and 12 earned runs for an ERA of 4.98. Leadham will step into the box here after having the day off last night. First pitch, high breaking ball, will miss for ball number 1. Leadham solidified himself as the leadoff hitter of this team. An excellent on-base player, and when he gets there, an absolute speed demon, leading the PGCBL in stolen bases so far. Obviously, mentioning his stolen bases, he has 27 on the year, so whenever he is on, he is most definitely a threat to take off. That pitch will be grounded to the shortstop, Grady Mee. Leadham running down first, will be beat by the throw and retired for the first out in the inning. With Leadham retired as the leadoff hitter, that'll bring up Lucas Lopez, the switch hitting third baseman. Finally get to see him batting from the right side of the plate with a lefty on the mound. Lopez last night went 2 for 5 with 2 singles. Another solid game for Lopez as he's bumped up his batting average to 265 on the year now. Takes that first pitch in there for a called strike. Lopez, 98 at-bats on the season in 30 games, has delivered 26 hits, including 3 doubles, has 8 RBIs, unfortunately no one on base at the moment. Second pitch delivered in the air by Valilla will be a breaking ball in the dirt, low and inside, push the count to 1-1. We get the sign, come set, and deliver the payoff pitch. That will be a foul ball to the right field side. Push the count to 1-2 with 1 out in the inning. Muckdogs going down early after the freak incident with Julian Pichardo. Unfortunate there, as we still do not know what has caused that injury. However, they will have to push through with Stephen Oates on the mound now. Nice breaking ball, comes inside, almost clips Lopez. However, does not, will be taken for ball number 2. Push the count 2-2, 1 out on the inning. Ton of movement on that breaking ball there. However, Lopez just simply spat on it as the 2-2 pitch now being delivered. Another breaking ball, sword swing by Lopez there. Thankfully hits the end of the bat, will be fouled off and continue this at bat at 2-2. Lopez 13 strikeouts on the season, but definitely does put up a fight whenever he does get into a 2-strike count. Valilla will look down to his catcher, Juwan, get the sign, deliver it. That ball is grounded to the right field side, fielded by the second baseman, Googans, thrown on to first to Hauk, and will retire Lucas Lopez for the second out in the inning.
Batting third. Tonight's penalty fifth man of the game, the second baseman, number 88, Giuseppe Arcuri.
Batting third is Giuseppe Arcuri, made his return from injury last night in Jamestown. Went 1-5 with an RBI single, picked right back up where he left it. Arcuri, as usual, comes up first pitch swinging. Nothing but swagger in Arcuri as he plays the game with passion, and he is always a threat to swing the bat regardless of the count. Batting .319 on the season, 91 at-bats, has delivered 29 hits so far, including 4 doubles and a triple. Breaking ball there, swung on by Arcuri. Little blooper bleeding out into the outfield. Looks like it will be corralled by the shortstop, Grady Mee, and retire the Muckdogs 1-2-3.
No runners left on base. It's time to send it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back for the top half of the second inning after another shout-out to a bunch of our sponsors. As always, ladies and gentlemen, Muckdogs baseball would not be possible with the support from our sponsors, including Ficarella's Pizza, Fidelis Care, Freed Maxic, Genesee Community College, Geico, Genesee County Chamber, Genesee Premier Nursing, Graham Corporation, Harding's Attica Furniture, Flooring and Mattress, Horizon Health Services, HB Hood, ICAC, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Knights of Columbus, Land Pro Equipment, Lawley Insurance, LeBeau Salon, LE3, Legacy on Main, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang & Sons, M&T Bank, Marchese Computers, Marco Clay, Massive Testing, Max Pies Furniture, and Myers RV, just to name a few.
1, 2, 3. Oh, we gotta spin faster than that.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the top half of the second inning at Dwyer Stadium in Batavia, New York, as the Muckdogs take on the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. Early story of the game, Julian Pichardo, the ace of the Muckdogs and starter of this game, leaving after 2 batters to an undisclosed injury. Stephen Oates, the relief man taking over, will more than likely be asked to go the way until at least the 5th or 6th inning, and then the bullpen will take the work from there. First pitch delivered to Matt Thompson, the DH, in the dirt. Second one will be straight down the middle fastball to push the count to 1-1. Thompson last night 0 for 2, however, did have 2 walks, including an RBI on one of them with the bases loaded. That one fastball high and in will be taken for ball number 2. Thompson on the year batting .228 as Oates looks down, gets the sign, and is ready to deliver the 2-1 pitch. Another fastball in the outside corner, clips it, will push the count to 2-2. Again, Oates' stuff never the problem. It is just locating the pitches. If he can make it and reach the strike zone, he will be in good hands, as he has some absolute nasty stuff to accompany that fastball of his. 2-2 pitch will be grounded back to Oates, handled easily, will be flipped on to first to Sean Ladd for the 1-3 putout.
Batting 6, right field, number 39, Zach Kent.
Nice first batter there in the inning for Stephen Oates as he looks to ease in to a spot where he probably did not expect to pitch. Next batter up in the inning will be the right fielder, Zach Kent. First pitch is bounced right over the head, handled at second base by Curry. Nice throw off balance to get Kent at first and retire him very quickly. Short little bouncer over Stephen Oates' head. Curry charges, handles the ball with ease, and then fires off kilters over to Sean Ladd at first and gets Zach Kent by a couple of steps. Up next will be Kieran Gagnon. Yesterday, although he went 0 for 2 as the first pitch will be in there for a strike, although 0 for 2 yesterday was an absolute menace to the Muckdogs. 2 walks on the day, 2 stolen bases, and an absolute seed from left field, nailing Christian Bernardini at the plate to cost the Muckdogs another run. Next fastball there will be outside and in the dirt, push the count to 1-1. Oates delivers another fastball, this one catching the inside corner, push the count to 1-2 as Stephen Oates looks like he is on his A game, thankfully for the Muckdogs here. Hopefully he can be the savior in this awful situation. Third pitch swung on and missed in the dirt. Tag applied by Mortellaro, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning for Stephen Oates, striking out Kieran Gagnon. We will take a short break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back for the bottom half of the second inning. Welcome back here to the bottom half of the second inning at Dwyer Stadium as your Batavia Muckdogs take on the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. No hits in this game so far. However, the Tarp Skunks have jumped out to a 1-0 lead as a result of a walk, some stolen bases, and a sacrifice fly. Muckdogs look to climb their way back into this one. Short little lead for the Tarp Skunks, no challenge for the Muckdogs as Adam Agresti steps into the box to lead off the bottom half of the second inning. Agresti has been cold for the last few games, however, regardless of this little slide, still leads the team in batting with a .330 batting average and 88 at-bats. First pitch of the inning is delivered by Valilla, a looping curveball that drops in there for strike number 1. ton of movement on Villela's curveball. However, it does appear to hang in the top part of the zone, so if the Muckdog hitters can wait back on that, it might spell trouble for the Tarp Skunks. 0-1 pitch delivered to Agresti there as he does just that. Fouls the ball weakly down the third baseline, will bring us to an 0-2 count. Agresti again with a .438 on-base percentage accompanied by a .432 slugging percentage, leveling out to an .870 OPS. An excellent year so far for Agresti as he was named a PGCBL All-Star for 2023. Third pitch will be a breaking ball on the low outside corner. It's spat on by Agresti to bring us to a 1-2 count. Solid feeling by the Muckdogs so far. Now the next part is to get runners on base and capitalize on them. Fastball just a little bit too high. We'll push the count to 2-2. Other story of the game last night for the Muckdogs, 12 runners left on base. Definitely cannot do that as they need to capitalize when they get their teammates on. 2-2 count here, delivered from Villela. Another curveball that breaks onto the inside part of the plate, just a bit too far inside. Agresti tempted, holds up, and will push the count to 3-2 full. Agresti, the ever so dangerous hitter, now working with a 3-2 count. Villela must throw a strike here. Fastball outside will be swung on, fouled behind home plate by Agresti, and this at-bat will live for at least one more pitch. Agresti 0 for 3 last night, but with a walk as he did reach base. Villela comes set, will deliver the payoff pitch once more. Fastball on the inside corner. Agresti will take it, and it will be called ball 4 for a leadoff walk to the inning. So Agresti will reach first on a walk to lead off the bottom half of the second inning. That will bring up his young St. John's commit brethren, Christian Bernardini, who was probably coming off his game of the year last night as he went 3 for 4 with 3 singles and a run scored. Bernardini waits for the first pitch. That ball swung on and slicing down the right field line. Right fielder Zach Kent will make his way over there, corral the ball in for the first out on the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out for Christian Bernardini. And that will bring up Bryce Mortellaro while Adam Agresti waits on first. Mortellaro, number 44, the catcher for this Muckdogs team. 0 for 4 last night. Still having himself a solid year, however. Batting .220 in 50 at-bats. First pitch by Villela, low inside fastball will be taken for ball number 1. Villela comes set, gets his sign from the catcher Juan, and will deliver the 1-0. Agresti not leading too far off first base. High fastball swung on and missed by Mortellaro there, pushing the count to 1-1. Agresti 3 for 3 on the year in steals, but does not take off often. Would be shocked to see him leave first base here as the 1-1 is delivered. Fastball in the dirt, smothered by Juwan, will push the count to 2-1. Agresti holds at first. Again, 1 out on the inning, a 1-0 lead for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. 2-1 to Bryce Mortellaro here with Agresti on first. Villela on the mound delivers. That ball is fouled to the left-hand side. Will reach the picnic area and bring us to a 2-2 count. Two-two count here from Villela, delivered to Mortellaro. That ball is popped up behind home plate. Will be too far for the catcher Juwan to reach and push this count 2-2 still as Bryce lives to fight another day. Two-two count again as Villela gets the sign from Juwan. Delivers another curveball swung on and fouled off behind home plate as this at-bat will continue. One of the most admirable things about this Muckdogs lineup this year is the inability to go down without a fight. Foul ball after foul ball and 2-strike counts regardless of what part of the order it is in. As the 2-2 pitch for a third time will be delivered by Villela. And that one again is fouled off for the third straight foul ball, raising Villella's pitch count. And Bryce Mortellaro continues to fight. Two-two pitch again. This one is going to be slapped over the shortstop into left field as Bryce Mortellaro with a heck of an at-bat. Ball fumbled to left field will not allow Agresti to advance to third. However, Bryce Mortellaro with an excellent at-bat as he slaps a single over the shortstop's head into left field and makes this Muckdogs rally continue. That'll bring Matt DiStefano to the plate. Mortellaro on first, Agresti on second. Stefano with another solid game last night, 2 for 4 with a run scored. Just increasing his very impressive season. 268 on the year in 56 at-bats, has 10 hits so far. My apologies, 15 hits for the Muckdogs, 10 runs scored, however. As he steps up to the plate here with the possibility of doing some damage. Fouls the first pitch off behind the plate, will push the count to 0-1. Runner on second for DiStefano here. 8 RBIs on the year. Would love to add to that total. 700 OPS on the dot for DiStefano. Again, very impressive so far in the few games that we have seen him. 0-1 is delivered by Villela. That is another looping curveball. That one out of the hand a little too early as it breaks too high at chest level for DiStefano. He spits on it. Will push the count to 1-1. One's across the scoreboard, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out on the inning. DiStefano at bat with Villela on the mound. Gets his sign, checks the runner at second, and will deliver that ball. Fastball in the outside corner, fouled off by DiStefano, making the count 1-2. One and two count here. Villela looks down, checks the runner at second, and delivers. Ball is punched to the right field side through the hole as it will reach right field. Skip will hold Agresti at third, and the Muckdogs, after a single by DiStefano, will have bases loaded with 1 out. A walk and 2 hits so far have set the Muckdogs up in this bottom half of the second inning, primed to claw their way back into this game as Chad Falcon steps to the plate with a chance to do some serious damage early on. St. John's players on third and second as well as at the plate as Falcon steps in for this lefty-lefty matchup. Corners of the infield will play in, protecting against the bunt as a first pitch curveball off the outside of the plate will run this count to 1-0. Falcon had the day off yesterday, was subbed in late in the game to pinch run for Agresti. However, does get the start here today at extra hitter. As that pitch is now popped up to left field. Is it deep enough for Agresti? Left fielder parked under it. They will test his arm as Agresti coming home, cut off by the pitcher, but will the no throw to home as Agresti comes home on the sacrifice fly, and this game is tied at 1 apiece. Runners still on first and second for the Muckdogs as they did not advance on the throw due to the cutoff by the pitcher Villela. However, Sean Ladd steps up to the plate now with the possibility of driving in that run from second field. Bernardini with decent speed should be running on contact, and the Muckdogs have a chance to jump out in front early on. Ladd first pitch swinging as he fouls that ball off to the right side of the infield. Will be 0-1 on the count. On the count. Runners on first and second now, 2 outs on the inning, but the score is tied at 1-1. Fastball delivered in the dirt will be smothered by the catcher Juwan. Run the count to 1-1. Bernardini at second. DiStefano at first. Ladd at the plate, and then on deck now for the Muckdogs, Caleb Rodriguez. Another fastball in the outside corner, punched out of the field line. That will be foul ball number 2 in this at bat, pushing us to 1-2 on the count. Ladd on the year, batting .136 in 22 at bats, so a small sample size for him. Has been heating up as of late. 1-2 count delivered, swung on and missed on the outside corner. As Ladd goes down on strikes, the Muckdogs will leave 2 runners on base, but they will claw their way back into this game as it is now tied 1-1. As has been the case for the beginning of this game, ladies and gentlemen, we would continue to read off the sponsors that make Muckdogs baseball possible. We can definitely not do it without the likes such as National Grid, National Guard, Northside Deli, New York School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Oakwood Hills, Oatka Milk Products, O'Lacey's, Overhead Door, Pellegrino Auto Sales, Penny Saver, Purple Pony, Select Collision, Skyworks, Stan's Harley Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Brown's, Cherry Hills, The Batavian, The Young Goddess Shop, The Wine Goddess, how to pronounce, Tiny Piney, Tompkins Bank of Castile, Tops Friendly Markets, Toshiba, Trader Shack's Emporium, and Colleen's Kitchen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the top of the third as the Alexander Fire Department playing in the background. Stephen Oates will work his 3rd inning of relief as the first baseman for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, Colin Houck, steps up to the plate. First pitch delivered by First pitch delivered by Oates, fastball in the inside corner. Umpire motioning to the band to end their song as the ball is in play. Curious to see if that pitch counted. If it did, it will be labeled ball 1 for a 1-0 count. Fastball spiked in the dirt, picked nicely by Mortellaro as it will run the count 2-0. Umpire appears to not be a fan of in-game music. Oates delivers another fastball, swung on a miss. That will push the count to 2-1. Oates again has settled in nicely, even though he was thrusted into this game unexpectedly, as that fastball will be low and outside, push the count to 3-1. Again, nobody expected Pichardo's outing to only last 2 batters, so it is not known how far Oates will go into this game. However, the 3-1 pitch swung on and missed, low and outside, but he gets Houck to take a gander at it. It'll be 3-2. Houck also had the day off last night as he fouls that pitch off. Batting .241 on the year in 58 at-bats. Houck has the ability to do some damage, not the most imposing force. Fastball in the inside corner will be taken for ball number 4 and a leadoff walk to start the top of the 3rd inning. Now stepping up to the plate is the extra hitter, Jared Munoz. Munoz, another player that was not in the lineup last night for the first game of this 2-game series. However, batting .297 on the year, definitely knows how to swing the bat. As Oates delivers a first pitch fastball, roped into left field, will get down for a single, cut off by DeStefano, will be relayed in, and that will keep runners at first and second as Jared Munoz comes up swinging and delivers a first pitch single into left field.
Batting 10th, left field, number 6, Alex Alstrom.
Now stepping up to the plate, Alex Alstrom, the left fielder, another newcomer for this series as he was not involved in last night's game. Alstrom batting 0-0-0 on the year. 6 at-bats, no hits so far for Alstrom. As the infield comes in looking to play the bunt with runners on first and second. He does indeed square around, pulls it back as a fastball will be off the outside corner, leading us to a 1-0 count. Alstrom looking to bunt here, move the runners over to second and third. Oates gets his sign, delivers, squares up again. Another fastball in the dirt. Mortellaro loses track of it, recovers quickly. Runners will stay at first and second, however, will push the count to 2-0. Two and 0 here. Alstrom looking to bunt. Oates needing to throw a strike here just to get the ball into the strike zone. Delivers, not bunting anymore now with a 3-0 count as that ball is spiked in the dirt. 3-0 count here with an at-bat that started with Alstrom squaring around as a sacrifice bunt. He will now look to get a 4-pitch walk rather than sacrificing the out. Taking all the way there, obviously, as he takes a fastball off the outside corner, pushing the count to 3-1. We'll be curious to see if he squares around a bunt again now with a strike in this count. 3-1 count. Stephen Oates checks the runner at second, throws a fastball high and outside, will be a 4th ball in this at-bat, walking Alstrom and loading the bases for the top of the order. Bases loaded now as Grady Mead, the leadoff man, will step to the plate. Thomas Eaton, the assistant coach and pitching coach for the Muckdogs, taking a walk out to the mound for a pitching visit. As Eaton talks to his young pitcher, we just want to rattle off the last few of our sponsors that we are very glad to have as a Muckdogs partner. Tully's Good Times, Turnbull Heating and Air, United Memorial Medical Center, UR Wilmot, Valley Jewelers, Vivify Hydration, WBTA, Right Beverage, and Zoom Fitness, all of which are partners of the Batavia Muckdogs. We thank you very much for sponsoring our ball club. As that will be the end of Stephen Oates after the walk. And we will be right back after these warm-ups. So another pitching change here is, again, the unfortunate circumstances of Julian Pachardo's early departure will bring Ty Woods out of the bullpen. Woods, normally known as a starter for this Batavia Muckdogs team, under dire circumstances, will be thrust into this game in the top half of the 3rd inning. Ty Woods on the year having himself a very nice start. as he has thrown 26 and 2/3 innings, has given up 18 hits, but only 7 runs on the year, allowing him to have a 2.36 ERA. Opponents only batting 189 against Woods. 19 strikeouts to 8 walks, as he is 2-1 on the year. Again, he has made 5 pitching appearances, 5 of which are starts, so this is his first time out of the pen. Unusual circumstances, but it is understood with what has gone on early in this game against the Tarp Skunks. Woods definitely comes into an unfortunate situation here, as he will face Grady Me, the leadoff hitter for these Tarp Skunks, with the bases loaded, no outs. Me in the first inning walked and then came around to score after stealing a base. First pitch by Ty Woods will be swung on and fouled off to the right field side. Oh, 0-1 count here to Me, as Woods will look down to Mortellaro, get his sign and deliver. Breaking ball in the dirt, taken in by Mortellaro. That'll push the count to 1-1. 3 innings into the ball game here, and the Muckdogs have now used their 3rd pitcher. Unfortunately, after an injury forces Julian Pichardo out of the game, 2 batters in. Fastball in the outside corner does not catch the plate, as it'll push the count to 2-1 now. Two and 1 count here. Tarp Skunks threatening with the bases loaded, no outs. The leadoff hitter, Me, takes a swing at this one. Will be popped up behind the plate, out of reach for Mortellaro. Foul ball, making the count 2-2. Me again with 3 RBIs last night, looking to add to his total against the Muckdogs, as he is now up to 11 on the season. 3-2 pitches, swung on and missed. Inside breaking ball by Ty Woods sets down Grady Me, and that'll be a big first out for the Muckdogs. Big strikeout there for the first batter faced by Ty Woods, as that now puts the Muckdogs into double play depth and a possibility of escaping this inning unscathed, even though they are in a scary situation right now. Bases loaded, only 1 out, with the number 2 hitter, Tommy Googans, up at the plate. Googans victim of a 6-3 putout to shortstop Caleb Rodriguez in his first at-bat. As the first pitch is delivered, fastball off the corner. Woods slips off the mound, looks gingerly, and hopefully he can get through that. He appears to be okay, but if the Muckdogs were to suffer 2 injuries to starting pitches, that would be killers to this ball club. 1-0 pitch here, fastball low and outside, called strike to Googans, so it'll make the count even at 1-1. 1-1 count to Googans. Again, double play ball being looked at by the Muckdogs to get them out of this jam. Force at the plate is also alive as the infield plays in on the corners. That ball is fouled off behind the plate. Will make the count 1-2 as Ty Woods looks to continue attacking these hitters head on. One-two count, bases loaded. Woods looks down to Mortellaro, gets his sign, and delivers the 1-2 pitch. A breaking ball, looked like a slider off the outside, smothered by Mortellaro, thankfully, as it does not reach the backstop. Keep the count at 2-2. Runners stay at their bases. Googans on the year, only 4 strikeouts, so definitely not a K-man candidate here. 2-2 pitch, though, however, will be fouled off behind the plate. Keep the count alive at 2-2. Paired with his 286 average, Guggen does have a 418 on-base percentage, so definitely having himself a nice year here, coupled with the fact that he has not been striking out too often. Regardless, will be a 2-2 count as Ty Woods delivers the payoff pitch. That one fouled off again, back behind home plate to the right field side. As Guggen's taking a page out of the Muckdogs book, fighting with foul balls in 2 strike counts. Not going down easy, making life difficult for Ty Woods. Woods taking his time, getting his sign for Mortellaro, as he will deliver the 3rd straight 2-2 pitch of this at-bat to Guggens. Pitch incoming, fouled off again as the 3rd straight foul ball keeps this at-bat alive. And Tommy Guggens is now a huge thorn in the side of Ty Woods and the rest of this Muckdog squad. Rinse and repeat, 2-2 coming in again. This one grounded weakly to shortstop. Possible double play ball. Rodriguez will have to go to first. Beats Googans on the run. Run will score on the RBI ground out to the shortstop, but a good recovery by Caleb Rodriguez to get Googans out, who was speeding down the line. Hauk will score there, and it will put the Tarp Skunks back in front, 2-1. Runners still threatening on second and third. Pitch in the dirt, scooped nicely by Mortellaro to keep the runners at second and third. Push the count to 1-0 for Henry Juwan. Again, in his last at-bat, had a sacrifice fly. Not in that territory as of right now with 2 outs on the inning. 1-0 delivered, will be fouled off behind home plate. Push the count to 1-1. 1 run this inning on 1 hit for the Tarp Skunks. 2 runners on base, second and third, with their power hitter Henry Juwan at the plate. Woods delivers the 1-1 pitch, low fastball spat on by Juwan. Will push the count to 2-1. Juwan with 1 of the 2 RBIs on the day for the Tarp Skunks, looking to add to his case in this 2-1 count from Ty Woods. That ball will be grounded again to shortstop. Rodriguez handles it, throws on the run. Ball airmailed into right field. That will be the case of scoring 2 runs. Juwan will take second on the errant throw by Rodriguez, and that'll push the Tarp Skunks out to a 4-1 lead. No RBI on the play for Juwan, but both runners will score, and the Tarp Skunks will jump out 4-1 as Fielding yet again biting the Muckdogs in the butt. Now, Jake Kernodle steps up to the plate, was the recipient of that odd at-bat last time where he stepped out of the batter's box. Fouls that one off his ankle there, looks to be in some pain as the count is pushed to 0-1. Unfortunate case there, as the Muckdogs should have been out of this inning with only 1 run after the bases loaded, no outs. But the errant throw from Caleb Rodriguez sails over the head of Sean Ladd into right field, allowing 2 runners to score. And now Henry Juwan in scoring position at second base with 2 outs and Kernodle at bat. As was the case yesterday, Muckdogs out hitting the Tarp Skunks, only 2-1, but they are down 3 runs early on. Kernodle will resume with his at-bat after fouling that ball off his left leg. 0-1 count as Woods delivers a breaking ball off the outside corner. Pick that in the dirt by Mortellaro. Will run the count even at 1-1. Woods checks the runner at seconds, delivers the next pitch in the at-bat. Fastball off the outside corner, will catch the side and push the count to 1-2. Woods should have been out of this inning already. Looks to work out this batter right now for the second time, trying to escape with minimal damage to his name. That ball is fouled off behind home plate. Count will remain at 1-2. Count remains at 1-2. Kernodle, again, the K-man of the game, looked very unsure of the breaking balls yesterday as this ball is delivered, swung on, and fouled off again behind home plate. Keeping the count at 1-2. These Tarp Skunk hitters refuse to strike out. Only 2 on the day, several at-bats in which they have been pinned in 2-strike counts, and they have fouled off several pitches. Regardless, Ty Woods still working with a 1-2 count, 2 outs on the inning. The catcher, Juwan, at second. Kernodle at the plate as this pitch is delivered, smacked in the right field. Josh Lead on the right fielder giving chase. Seems to be parked under it. Will make a nice catch in the gap for the 3rd out of the inning as the Muckdogs escape with 3 runs against their name. A 4-1 deficit to claw back from as they go back up to bat in the bottom of the 3rd.
attendance this evening presented by Tarp Heating and Cooling. At this time, I'd like to ask all retired and active military in attendance this evening to please stand up. We thank you for your service and protecting our freedom. Throughout the season, the Muckdogs are honored to recognize military veterans during their games. If you know a military member who you feel should be recognized, contact the Muckdog office at 585-524-2260 or talk to the guy in the hot dog suit tonight. He'll help you out.
A beautiful moment that occurs here at Dwyer Stadium for every home game where the home crowd recognizes any veterans in attendance. And speaking of veterans in attendance, please join us this Friday, July 21st, when the Muckdogs come back to Dwyer Stadium for Military Appreciation Night, where throughout the game, all veterans and service members will be recognized and honored. Real quick before the bottom of the third starts, ladies and gentlemen, a word from our sponsors. Are you an athlete looking for specialized sports medicine care? Look no further than Rochester Regional Health. We understand the importance of having access to top-notch orthopedic experts close to home. That's why we're proud to offer a comprehensive orthopedic sports medicine program right here in Batavia, New York. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete, our team of skilled orthopedic specialists are here to help you overcome any sports-related injury or condition. We combine the latest advancements in orthopedics with a personalized approach to ensure you receive the highest quality of care. Rochester Regional Health. Back into the action now for the Muckdogs, as stepping up to the plate to lead off this bottom half of the third inning is Caleb Rodriguez. Rodriguez last night 0 for 1, however, did draw 2 walks as he reached base twice safely. First pitch here by the big lefty Frank Villela will be fouled off down the right field line for strike number 1. Villela comes set, gets his sign from the catcher Juwan, and will deliver the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt will be spat on by Rodriguez, pushing the count to 1-1. Rodriguez on the air batting .273 and 55 at-bats, has delivered 15 hits, all of which have been singles. Next pitch, fastball off the outside corner, framed nicely by Juwan as it'll push the count to 1-2. All singles, so the slugging percentage won't be higher than his average. However, he is enjoying a .420 on-base percentage. Very nice for Caleb Rodriguez this season. 1-2 pitch incoming, high and outside fastball will be taken to push the count to 2-2. Muckdogs playing with fire in the last inning, and unfortunately an error nipped them in the butt as it will push it to 4-1. As that pitch is swung on the dirt, will be thrown on to first by the catcher Juwan, and Rodriguez is retired on a strikeout. Score that K swinging 2-3 as it brings us back to the top of the Muckdogs order with the leadoff man, Josh Leadham. Leadham again got a few days rest as he is back in the lineup now. His first at bat in the top of the first inning suffered a 6-3 ground out too short. That first pitch fastball will come inside, almost clip Leadham. Thankfully, he misses him as it will bring the count to 1-0. 1-0 count here to Leadham. Villela working on his third inning of work. Another fastball inside just misses Leadham again as the count will now be put to 2-0. Leadham pumping that fastball inside. My apologies. Villela pumping the fastball inside. Leadham not biting on it as he has made this count 2-0. Next pitch delivered. Breaking ball off the outside corner will be fouled off behind home plate. Count will be brought to 2-1. 2-1 on the at-bat. 1 out in the inning after a resulted Caleb Rodriguez strikeout. Leadham looking to reach base safely. Curveball nicely breaks, but catches the outside corner, seemed to be in the other batter's box, regardless of Alela giving the call, as it'll push the count to 2-2. Leadham not in agreement with that, neither is the home crowd. Regardless, 2-2 pitches brought in, fouled down the third baseline. Joey Skip Martinez, the Sports Center top 10 play, snags it barehanded, flips it back to the pitcher, as this count will remain 2-2. Skip Martinez, obviously an ex-MLB shortstop, definitely has the hands over there at third. 2-2 pitch will be brought in. High cheddar, swung on and missed by Leadham. Retire the second batter in this inning down on strikes, bringing Lucas Lopez back up to the plate. Leadham chasing the high fastball there, high and in, just out of reach, as it'll bring us to 2 outs on the inning, and Lucas Lopez looking to get the Muckdogs back into this game early. Lopez grounded out to the second baseman Googans in the first inning, as that curveball is broke a little too early, stays outside, push the count to 1-0. Villela having 50-50 results with that curveball. Is either snapping it off perfectly into the zone, or it was a little too early and it remains outside to these right-handed batters. Regardless, fastball on the outside corner will be fouled down the right field line, making this count 1-1. One and 1 count to Lopez. 2 outs on the inning. Villela working on his third inning work. Fastball delivered down the middle. It will be grounded to the left field side. Under the glove of the shortstop. Grady knee will be ruled an error. It appears it will actually be ruled a single to the left field side. And it seems that Grady knee's movement to his left side will allow Lucas Lopez to record a hit there. As the Muckdogs stay alive in this bottom half of the third inning, bringing Giuseppe Arcuri up to the plate. Arcuri popped out to the shortstop in his last at-bat. First pitch swinging yet again. Foul ball behind the plate, as that ball will rattle off the cage, go back into play. Arcuri moving up there at the dish. 0-1 count to him right now. Second pitch of the at-bat is delivered. Fastball on the inside corner. Scoots back a little bit as it almost nips him, bringing the count to 1-1. Lopez on first as a result of the infield single. Arcuri now at bat with 2 outs. 1-1 count to him. Pickoff move taken over to first base. Lopez picked off in last night's game. Does not want a second happening of that. Count will remain 1-1 with 2 outs. Another pickoff throw to first base. Lopez being extra careful as he scoots back in there easily. Villela keeping close tabs on Lopez over at first. Takes another look over. Will deliver the 1-1 pitch here. High fastball, head level to Arcuri, as it'll be taken for ball number 2. Attendance here at Dwyer Stadium today is stunning, 2708. Packed house for Weenie Wednesday at Dwyer Stadium, as that 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Arcuri. Will bring the count even, 2-2. Two and 2 count here. 2 outs on the inning. Lopez at first. Fastball to Arcuri. Lopez takes off. Will get in at second with ease as the ball is spiked into the dirt, blocked by the catcher, but that will result in a stolen base for Lopez, bringing the count to 3-2. Lopez now with that one has 4 stolen bases on the year. 3-2 count here. Pitch by Villela is going to be popped up into the middle infield. Looks like it will be handled by the second baseman Googans with ease. And a runner left on base again for the Muckdogs as they head into the top of the 4th inning, down 4-1. Welcome back to the top half of the fourth inning, ladies and gentlemen. Leadoff man will be Matt Thompson, the DH for tonight. Grounded the ball back to the pitcher in the second inning. Ty Woods will remain on the mound. Again, started 5 games this year. This is his first time working out of the pen after the injury to Julian Pichardo. Seeing that he has thrown as many innings as he is, I would not be shocked to see Ty Woods last in this game for a decent amount of innings. So that first pitch is jumped on by Thompson, smacked out to center field, will be chased by Bernardini, cannot be tracked down. Thompson will coast in the second with a lead-off double on the first pitch of the inning. Absolutely tattooed that ball, was all over it, and that'll put the Tarp Skunks in good position as Zach Kent will come up to the plate now, the right fielder with a lead-off runner on second. Kent batting 180 on the year. First at bat, grounded out to Giuseppe Arcuri at second. Finds himself in good territory here, though, as Ty Woods takes a look over at second, delivers the fastball. Kent looking to bunt, move the runner over to third. Ball is popped up behind the plate, will result in the first strike of the inning. Defensive change here for the Muckdogs as Lucas Lopez will move over to short. Justin Espinal will then be at third. Squaring around the bunt again is Kent. This one dropped down and fielded by Mortellaro. Espinal not on the bag as Mortellaro throws it over, and that will result in runners on the corner for the Tarp Skunks. Will be a fielder's choice as the ball is thrown over to third. Unfortunate there for the Muckdogs. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second. I will be right there. As this ball is bunted down the third baseline, they will let it go foul and set the count to 0-1. Run will not count there. Oh, 1 count here to Kieran Gagnon. Attempted that bunt there. Thankfully went foul as runners will remain on the corners here. 0-1 count to Gagnon. Woods gets assigned, delivers. Fastball will be outside, taken for ball 1. Quick recap of the inning. Thompson with the first pitch swinging double to center field. Absolutely belted out there. And then moved over on the bunted fielder's choice by Zach Kent. Mortellaro through to third. Espinal not in the bag will result in runners on the corner for the Tarp Skunks. As this ball is flat out to right field. Remember, Leadham has an absolute cannon in right. They're still going to test it as he fires home to Mortellaro. He will gun him out at the plate. Another missile from Josh Leadham, not understanding why these PGCBL teams continue to test him over there, as that will be a double play, resulting in a huge save for the Muckdogs in this top of the fourth inning. Two outs now on the inning as we check the runner over at first. Josh Leadham with yet another assist on the season. Been an absolute menace out there in right field for any opposing runners. First pitch here to Colin Houck will be ruled a strike, pushing the count to 0-1. Runner remained at first on that play, so he will stay there as the second pitch of this at-bat fouled off by Houck, pushing it to 0-2. 0-2 count. Zach Kent, the right fielder, at first as a result of the fielder's choice, as the Muckdogs look to escape this dangerous inning with no runs against their name. 0-2 count, runner takes off. Ball is not in there. Kent will be safe, slides under the tag as he swipes second and gets another runner into scoring position for this Tarp Skunks lineup. Count will run to 1-2. Runner on second now in Kent, the right fielder. Hauk at the plate will take a fastball off the corner, push the count even, 2-2. Deuce is wild here in the top of the fourth. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As a fastball inside corner will not be given the strike to Ty Woods. Run the count full, 3-2. Muckdogs desperately needed that call there. Unfortunately, it will push the at-bat just a little bit further. Payoff pitch coming in. Ball is fouled off behind home plate, out of the reach of Mortellaro into the netting, and this at-bat will remain. Count remains full. The runner on second is Zach Kent, the right fielder. Batter at the plate is the first baseman, Colin Hauk. Ty Woods gets the sign for Mortellaro, checks the runner over at second, and the payoff pitch again delivers. Slap to the left field side, now to Lucas Lopez, remaining at shortstop. Throw is on to Sean Ladd, will retire Colin Hauk, and the Muckdogs will get out of this top of the fourth unscathed. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after this short break. Welcome back to beautiful Dwyer Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, for the bottom of the fourth inning. Your Muckdogs trail 4-1 against the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. However, leading off the inning will be the heart of the order in Adam Agresti. Reached base safely last time on a full count walk. Looking to do some damage here to start this inning off for the Muckdogs. Frank Villella still on the mound for the Tarp Skunks as he bounces that first pitch into the dirt for a 1-0 count. Agresti, the big powerful righty, should be feasting off this left-handed pitching staff as he awaits the second pitch of the at-bat. High and outside fastball push the count to 2-0 as it appears that Villella wants no part of Agresti right now. 2-0 count, first batter of the inning, 4-1 Tarp Skunks. The next pitch is delivered, another fastball on the outside corner. That one clips it as it'll push the count to 2-1. The Dwyer faithful trying to get this Muckdog team to rally behind them. 2-1 count here to Agresti leading off the fourth. Fastball will be low and inside, push the count to 3-1, and Agresti is in danger of walking again. Villela looks down to his catcher, Juwan, gets the count, gets the sign, will come in 3-1 with a curveball off the outside part of the plate. Agresti swings, fouls it off behind home, and that will push the count full. Another full count to Agresti. He fouled the pitch off last time, then proceeded to walk on the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Full count here. He fouls this one right field side. First baseman is giving chase, and it appears that the first baseman, Halleck, will have the room to make the catch and retire Agresti on the fly out to first base in foul territory. One out on the inning now. That'll bring up Christian Bernardini. Tattooed a ball to right field in his first at-bat. Unfortunately, straight to the right fielder, Zach Kent. Will look to make the adjustment this at-bat. Takes a fastball in the dirt for the first pitch. Will bring the count to 1-0. 1-0 count here to Bernardini. Again, coming off one of his best games of the season, 3 for 4. Is that ball, another one in the dirt, pushing the count to 2-0. It looks as if Villela is losing some control here. Tarp Skunks bullpen has not been too deep this season. However, the Muckdogs did not adjust in last night's game, still struggling to get runs off until the very last inning when it was a little bit too late. Regardless, Villela, the starter, remains in the game here for his 4th inning of work. Falls behind 2-0 to Bernardini. Fastball will be swung on. Big hack by Bernardini. Unfortunately missed as the fastball ticks the outside corner and will bring a count to 2-1. Villela working quick, ready to get the sign from his catcher already. 2-1 count to Bernardini. 1 out on the inning. Villela delivers. That ball fouled off of the left ankle of Bernardini. Count will run even now at 2-2. Two and 2 count here to Bernardini. 10 strikeouts on the season, but has been enjoying a hot streak as of late, batting .270 as well. 3-2 count incoming. That ball outside swung on and fouled off weakly down the first baseline. Will keep Bernardini alive. My mistake, ladies and gentlemen. I said full count. It is still 2-2 at this point. Two-two pitch. Villela gets the sign from Juwan behind the plate. Comes set, delivers. That ball will be grounded down the third baseline. Stays. Goes foul. Will be called foul by the home plate umpire. Thankfully, as Bernardini would have been thrown out at first, but regardless, this at-bat will stay alive. Count will remain 2-2 after the second foul ball of this at-bat. Ball was handled with care over at third base by Canolo, but it was foul. And Bernardini will live to fight another day. 2-2 count remains. 1 out of the inning. Curveball breaks in there, catches the outside corner. A beautiful curveball there by Villela. Stuns Bernardini and will result in the second out of the inning on the backwards K. Again, Villela has been iffy with that curveball, some of which have been snapped a little too early and remain in the left-handed batter's box, but that one, an absolute beauty, comes back over the outside corner of the plate to get Bernardini. Villela starts off. Mortellaro, the catcher for the Muckdogs, with a fastball inside, will not catch the corner, run the count to 1-0. Villela working with a 1-0 count on Mortellaro now. Mortellaro swung on and bounced. That one is popped up to the left field side. The shortstop working back into the sun. Still makes the catch. Grady Mee corrals it shallow left field as the Muckdogs will go down at 1-2-3 in order, bringing us to the top half of the 5th inning.
Let's welcome back the Alexander Fireman's Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, another word from one of our sponsors. Looking for a dining experience that's out of this world? Look no further than Alex's Place in Batavia, New York. Indulge your taste buds with the finest flavors in town, from their tender barbecue ribs to sizzling steaks cooked to perfection. Step into their welcoming atmosphere and let their friendly staff treat you like family. Whether it's a cozy dinner for two or the gathering of loved ones, they've got you covered. Thirsty? Their well-stocked bar serves up handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold brews, and an extensive wine selection to perfectly complement your meal. Join in today and experience the taste sensation that keeps our customers coming back for more at Alex's Place. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the top half of the fifth inning. Jamestown Tarp Skunks still in the lead, 4-1 here. Ty Woods remains on the mound as the extra hitter Jared Munoz will step to the plate to lead off this top of the fifth for the Tarp Skunks. Munoz, a single to left in his last at-bat, proceeded to score after the throwing error by Rodriguez, an unearned run against, I believe, Stephen Oates that was charged with that unearned run. First pitch of the at-bat will be high and in fastball, taken for ball one. That ball is swung on, belted out to the shallow part of the infield. It looks as if Lucas Lopez at short will call off for Curry and retire Munoz on the pop out to short for the first out in the inning.
Left field number 6,
Alex Ahlstrom now coming up to the plate, second batter in the order. Ahlstrom came up, squaring around to bunt. Time is called as Woods was going into his windup. Ahlstrom came up to bat last time, runners on base, looking to bunt. 3 straight balls changed the case as he proceeded to walk in his at-bat. First pitch there, however, will be delivered in for a strike. Checked on and taken by Ahlstrom. 0-1 count. Woods working from the windup as he will deliver a fastball way outside, pushing the count to 1-1. Woods working pretty quickly here. 1-1 pitch will be delivered down low in the zone, called strike, as it'll make it a 1-2 count to the 10-hole hitter Ahlstrom. 1-2. Woods again, speed pitching him here as he cranks it to third base, handled by Espinal on the line, and that will be the second out of the inning. They call it the hot corner for a reason. Espinal acting quickly down there, snags it out of the air, bring us to 2 quick outs for the bottom half of this Tarp Skunks lineup as it pushes it back to the top half of the lineup with Grady Mee, the shortstop. Mee 0 for 1 on the day. He has a walk in the first inning, but strike out swinging in his last at bat in the top half of the third. Bunts this one back to the pitcher. Woods feels it. Mee absolutely flying down the line as that'll go for a bunt single. Very nice bunt there, catching the Muckdogs defense off guard, and Mee with some burner speed flew down the first baseline to beat it out for a 2-out infield bunt single. After seeing what he just did there, would not be surprised to see Mee take off in this at-bat as Guggen steps into the plate for his third at-bat. 2 groundouts to short so far this game, 0 for 2 on the day. Ty Woods keeping Mee in mind with the slide step there, delivers a quick footed strike into the bottom half of the outside corner, pushing the count to 0-1. That ball is slapped over to right side to our Curry at second base, thrown on to Ladd. Will retire the side on 4 batters for the inning as the Muckdogs head into the bottom half of the 5th inning, down 4-1, looking to make a comeback. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick word from our sponsors. Are you ready for a thrilling experience that combines the excitement of horse racing with the allure of casino gaming? Look no further than Batavia Downs in Batavia, New York. Feel the thundering hooves and witness the adrenaline-pumping action of live harness racing at Batavia Downs. Join us in the grandstand as talented drivers and their magnificent horses compete for glory, creating unforgettable moments that will leave you on the edge of your seat. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Step into our vibrant casino where luck and fortune await. Join today and immerse yourself in the electrifying atmosphere of Batavia Downs. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the bottom half of the fifth inning. A pitching change, surprisingly, for the Tarp Skunks here, as Evan Berta will take them out. Another lefty for this Tarp Skunks team. Has pitched in 2 games, does have 2 starts to his name, but appears to have primarily worked out of the bullpen. 26 2/3 on the year in terms of innings pitched. Has given up 19 hits and 10 earned runs, leaving him with a 3.37 ERA. 26 strikeouts to 15 walks, as that is a nice little ratio for Berta. 2-2 on the season in terms of his record, as the Muckdogs thankfully chase Frank Villela out after just 4 innings. Something to note, as the first pitch there, fastball is taken off the outside corner for strike number 1. Something to note there is, if the Tarp Skunks do hold on as of right now, Villela will not be in line for the victory, as he did not meet the minimum of 5 innings pitched. Regardless, the Muckdogs down 4-1 here look to rally back. Second pitch of the at-bat is fouled down the line by Matt DiStefano, who reached on a single to right field last time, punched it through the hole between the second and first baseman in that inning where the Muckdogs put up some pressure. 1-1 coming in, as DiStefano is going to find the right center gap. Will be cut off by the center fielder, but that will be DiStefano's second single of the ball game, definitely having himself a night. Good start against the lefty, Evan Berta. As that will bring Chad Falcon to the plate. Falcon, no official at-bat on the day, as he had the sacrifice fly to left field as the result of the only RBI and run for the Muckdogs scored in this game. Facing his second lefty pitcher, disadvantage of the game in Berta. Takes that fastball way off the outside corner for ball number 1. DiStefano on first, Berta the new pitcher on the mound. Muckdogs down 3 in the bottom of the 5th. Falcon in the box awaiting the 1-0 pitch, way outside, cut off by the catcher Juwan, diving out of the box as he made that catch to keep DiStefano on first. 2 wild outside pitches to Falcon to start this at bat, as Berta delivers the 2-0. Outside again, will not get the call, as it'll bring the count to 3-0. Falcon on the year has not worked many walks, so it's great to see him push this at bat to a 3-0 count early on. Berta will deliver the 3-0 outside, will clap the corner. Premature celebration by the Muckdogs there, as it'll be called 3-1. Waiting for our sound guy Mike to hit the umpire with a say what. Unfortunately, did not get it there. Count runs 3-1. Delivery by Berta. Checked on by Falcon. Will say he broke his wrist going around as that'll push the count full. Unfortunate there. Home plate umpire takes precedence there. Does not even check with the second base umpire. Calls a strike. Pickoff attempt to first base. DeStefano back easily. Count will remain full with no outs. Crowd getting into it now, heckling the home plate umpire. Not happy with that check swing call. Count runs full. Will be swung on the outside corner. Missed by Falcon as Berta runs back from a 3-0 count to rally and strike out Chad Falcon for the first out in the inning. Big turn of events there for the Muckdogs as Sean Ladd will now step to the plate. Ladd, a victim of the swinging strikeout in the second inning, 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch there, low and inside fastball will not be given the call as the count will run 1-0. Ladd now with 8 strikeouts on the year, not too many. You don't see it too often from him. 1-0 count here. Runner on first is DeStefano after the single to center field. Ladd swings at that one over the top, misses. Will run the count even at 1-1. Ones across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out on the inning. 1 run for the Muckdogs as Sean Ladd looks to keep this rally alive. Swings at that breaking ball coming inside over the top again. Be the second strike of this at bat. Push the count to 1-2. 1-2 count now. Berta has definitely rallied in this inning after the lead-off single by DeStefano. Takes a look over and keeps him at first with a pickoff attempt. DeStefano going absolutely nowhere. Back in there easily. Count will remain 1-2 to the first baseman, number 25, Sean Ladd. 1-2, looking at first base, delivered, same exact pitch, inside slider, swung over the top by Ladd, as that will be the second straight swinging strikeout for the Muckdogs, and bring us to 2 outs on the inning. Now stepping up for his first at-bat on the day is Justin Espinal, the switch-hitting third baseman. Lopez took over for Rodriguez at short, which allowed Espinal to enter the game at third in the third inning, I believe, as the first pitch will be taken low for a strike, bringing us to an 0-1 count. Berta loads up, delivers a second pitch to this at bat. Is going to be nubbed down the third baseline. It looks like it hit Espinal, but I don't believe they're going to call it. This is the second straight night in a row where a Muckdogs hitter has contested that the foul ball went off their foot. Did not run down the first baseline and were gunned at easily by the third baseman, Skip Martinez, infuriated by the non-call. Regardless, Espinal will be retired on the 5-3 putout, and that will bring us into the top half of the 6th inning. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick word from our sponsors as the Muckdogs release the hounds and the kids run the infield bases. Thirsty for the perfect beverage? Look no further than Right Beverage, the premier destination for all your drink needs. With a vast selection of beers, wines, spirits, and more, they have something to satisfy every taste and occasion. At Right Beverage, they promote responsible consumption because they care about you and your community. So, quench your thirst with confidence. Choose Right Beverage, your trusted beverage partner. Visit their website or contact them at 585-502-0502 to explore exceptional selection of beverages. Right Beverage, raising the bar in refreshment. At Tompkins Community Bank, they believe in more than just banking. They believe in building relationships. Step into a world where you're more than just a number. Experience the personalized service and genuine care that sets us apart. From simple checking accounts to tailored business solutions, we have the products and expertise to meet your financial needs. But it doesn't just stop there. We're invested in the communities we serve, supporting local businesses and making a difference where it matters most. Join the Tompkins family and discover a bank that treats you like a neighbor, because that's who we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we will enter the top half of the 6th inning now. Score has been the same for the past 2 innings at 4-1 in favor of the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. As of right now, the scoreboard reads 4 runs on 3 hits and no errors for the Tarp Skunks. Meanwhile, the Muckdogs out-hitting the Tarp Skunks, but sitting at 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 costly error. Ty Woods, to no surprise, remains in the game as he takes in Henry Juwan, the catcher, for the leadoff man. Juwan, first pitch swinging, will line that ball straight up the middle for a single, evening the hits now at 4 apiece. Juwan on first will bring up the third baseman and Eli Fish K-man of the game, Jake Kernodle. Kernodle again in the first inning, a part of that very strange at-bat in which it appeared he stepped out of the batter's box, resulting in an automatic out, then proceeded to fly out into right field in the third inning. So 0 for 2 on the day for Kernodle. Runner on first, though, is the leadoff man, Henry Juwan. And Kernodle steps in looking to do some damage against this Muckdogs depleted pitching staff. First pitch will be a fastball high and outside for ball number 1. 1-0 count here as the lights start to come on at Dwyer Stadium. Kernodle stands in the box. Woods will deliver a fastball down low, pushing this count to 2-0. Juwan on first, Kernodle at the plate, Ty Woods on the mound. 2-0 count, no outs on the inning. Muckdogs trailing by 3 runs so far as Woods delivers the 2-0 payoff pitch. Fastball clips the outside corner, will bring us to 2-1. Woods' fastballs definitely look lively here today. Mixing in with his off speed has definitely kept these hitters at bay for the past 2 1/3 inning. Woods with a slide step fires another fastball off the outside corner. Worrying about the runner Juwan on first will push us to a 3-1 count. Three-one count here to Kernodle. Woods delivers fastball on the outside corner. Will not be given the call as it will walk the second man in the inning, Kernodle, bringing up Matt Thompson, the DH. That walk will set the Tarp Skunks up with runners on first and second. Juwan, the catcher, on second. Kernodle, the third baseman, on first. At the plate, Matt Thompson. Thompson, if you remember, in the top of the 4th, absolutely blasted a double over the head of Bernardini in center field. Cannot have that happen in this inning now. Ty Woods will deliver the first pitch as time is called just as he begins his slide step. First and third baseman playing on the grass, awaiting a possible bunt to move the runners over into scoring position. Woods delivers, bunt is squared around, straight back to the pitcher. He will go to third. Espinal cannot corral it. Balls thrown by him. Runner will stay at third. Unfortunately, will probably be ruled an error on the throw as it took Espinal off the bag. Would have had him if on target. And after the sacrifice bunt turned error, the Tarp Skunks will now have bases loaded with no outs. At the plate now, Zach Kent had the fielder's choice after the error in the infield in the 4th inning. As he steps up to the plate, infield playing in, cannot surrender any more runs. Second pitch of the at-bat will be swung on and missed, push us to 1-1. All 4 infielders now playing on the grass. They most likely will be coming home trying to attempt a 2-3 double play if possible. Woods working in danger here. 1-1, no outs, bases loaded, delivers the pitch. That will be a fastball up just too high, pushing the count to 2-1. 2 errors on the day for the Muckdogs after delivering 6 yesterday, and they are really starting to nip them in the butt. 2-1 pitch coming in here from Ty Woods, swung over the top and missed by Zach Kent, pushing the count to 2-2. Would be a huge strikeout here for Woods if he could get it. 2-2 count, no outs. Woods needs this strikeout here to put them into double play possibility. However, fastball off the edge of the plate will run the count full, and the Muckdogs are teetering on the verge of disaster. No free base can be given up here, nowhere to go. Woods needs to throw a strike to Kent. He does. This ball is batted into left field. Looks as if DeStefano has a case on it. Will go foul into the Muckdogs bullpen, and we will remain at a 3-2 count. Possibly a good thing for the Muckdogs that that ball went into the bullpen, as it surely would have been a sacrifice fly if caught in left field. That being said, full count is delivered on. Another foul ball behind the plate. The count will remain at full as Zach Kent is proving to be a problem for the Muckdogs in this top half of the 6th inning. Woods, the starter turned reliever today, working fast. Gets his count from Mortellaro. That one is crushed into center field. Bernardini will have a beat on it. Runner will most likely tag. Throw is coming. Will be cut off by the first baseman, Sean Ladd. Thrown back to second. Almost backpicks the runner. Did not expect the throw, but will end up as a sacrifice fly for Zach Kent there, with Henry Juwan scoring the 5th run of the game for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks.
Center fielder number 22, Daniel.
Runners did hold at first and second. As a result, Jay Cornoto almost backpicked at second. Regardless, there will be 1 out on the inning with runners on first and second now. Kieran Gagnon stabs up to the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. Woods delivers the first pitch of the at-bat. Fastball off the outside corner, will catch it and bring the count to 0-1. Oh, and 1 count here for Gagnon. Woods takes a look back at second, distracted by the runner. That fastball will run way outside, pushing the count to 1-1. Definitely keeping tabs on Cornoto. However, after not tagging up on that sac fly, I do not believe he will be going anywhere here. Ones across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, as that ball is smothered in the dirt by Mortellaro. Will push the count to 2-1. Again, if you're joining late, story of the game, Julian Pichardo, starter for the Muckdogs, chased after just 2 batters due to an injury to his throwing arm, was replaced by Steven Oates, and now Ty Woods, who is working a decent inning of relief. Next pitch will be swung on and missed, tipped into the catcher's glove. Count will go to 2-2. Big out here needed for the Muckdogs, and Ty Woods delivers a 2-2 payoff pitch. That one is lined in the center, straight to Bernardini, though, as he has it in his glove. Runner fakes tagging up, almost a back pick at second base. Cornoto will get back in there, and that will be the 2nd out of the inning on the line out to center by Gagnon.
First base number 24, Alan Hull.
2 straight outs now after the error on the sacrifice bunt. And Colin Hauk will come up to the plate with runners on first and second. Thompson on first, Cornoto on second. Hauk 0 for 1 today with a walk and a ground out to the shortstop in the 4th inning. First pitch will be a fastball off the outside corner, way outside into the left-handed batter's box. Push the count to 1-0. Woods will take a look at second. Runner not being held on. Get his sign from Mortellaro and deliver. That ball is popped up. Mortellaro will give chase behind the plate. Might have room. Runs into the netting. Runs out of room. And unfortunately for the Muckdogs, this at-bat will continue. Very good effort there by Mortellaro. Not his fault. Just ran out of space with the short backstop here in Dwyer Stadium. crowd forgetting to charge, but very happy to stomp their feet at least as they try to get their Muckdogs back into this game. 1-1 count here. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Ty Woods takes a look over at second, will deliver the payoff pitch. Houck swings and misses. That'll run a count to 1-2. Quick pitch by Ty Woods. The slide step comes back to bite him as it goes through Mortalaro's glove. Wild pitch on the play. Runners will advance to second and third now. Unfortunate there. Woods not having to worry about the runners anymore, at least, as it'll push the count to 2-2, 2 outs. However, 2 runners in scoring position now with Houck at the plate. Ty Woods delivers. That ball is going to be fouled behind home plate, extending this at bat for at least one more pitch. One of the bigger things of the game here is the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, unable to go down on strikes willingly, fighting in every 2-strike at bat they have. Next pitch here is delivered, swung on and missed on the outside corner. Ty Woods working out of a huge jam, keeping these Muckdogs in it at 5-1. And we are back for the bottom half of the 6th inning as the Batavia Muckdogs return to the batter's box with the top half of the order coming back to the plate. Josh Leadham will get us started in the bottom of the 6th. Leadham 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out to short to start this game off, and then struck out swinging in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Since then, the Muckdogs have been going down in order pretty quickly. Evan Berta still on the mound as he delivers a breaking pitch, starting off the outside of the plate, coming back in for strike number 1. Muckdogs not reading these lefty pitchers from Jamestown today as they really need to get it going. That ball is going to be fouled off behind home plate for strike number 2. Only 4 hits on the day. And with the base runners that have reached, they have been left on base more often than not. 0-2 pitch to Leadham is going to be grounded down to the 3rd baseline, right to the 3rd baseman Kernodle, thrown on to first at Houck, and Leadham will be retired via the 5-3 put out.
First out, number 36, Lucas Lopez.
Lucas Lopez now up to the plate again, batting from the right side. He is 1 for 2 today. Last at bat, singled into left field and then proceeded to steal a base, but was stranded at second. First at bat, grounded out to the right side of the infield with Tommy Googans. First pitch swinging here. This ball will also go to Googans. Googans charges, makes a nice throw while going to his right. Will get Lopez at first and retire the 2nd Muckdog of the inning pretty quickly. Extremely effective inning so far for Evan Berta. Not so much for the Muckdogs. 3 pitches, 2 outs, as our Curry, who does have a habit of first pitch swinging, will make his way to the plate. Our Curry has popped up to both middle infielders in this game. First time to the shortstop, second in the bottom of the fourth. My apologies, the bottom of the third to the second baseman Googans. First pitch of the at-bat will be a high and outside fastball taken for ball one. Berta delivers the 1-0 pitch, smothered in the dirt, picked at by Juwan. Will run the count 2-2 and 0. Our Curry, a dangerous hitter, now in a hitter's count, looking to do some damage against this Tarp Skunks bullpen. Berta gets set, delivers the 2-0 fastball way outside, not even close. Will run the count 2-3 and 0. .30 count here, 3-hole hitter our Curry at the plate. With a 4-run deficit, would be surprised to see him get the green light, but it is never out of the possibility as that pitch will clip the outside corner, run the count to 3 and 1. 3 and 1 now, definite hitter's advantage for our Curry here. Berta will come set, get his sign, and deliver the 3-1. Our Curry holds up on the check. Believed he had a walk, will be called strike anyways. The count will run full. Count runs full against the 3-hole hitter, our Curry. Been a stellar hitter all year as the pitch is delivered. Almost clips him on the foot. Will result in a walk regardless, as that is the first Muckdogs hitter to reach base this inning. Heart of the order proceeds to come up. Our Curry on first now for the first time today after that walk. Will bring up the cleanup hitter and DH, Adam Agresti. 0 for 1 on the day with a walk, but also scored the only run for the Muckdogs today. Our Curry, a very, very polarizing runner at first, as he is in a strange position right now trying to get the attention of the pitcher Berta, and he might have done so as the first fastball will be delivered low and inside to bring the count to 1 and 0. Our Curry never shies away from any opportunity, whether it is stealing or swinging the bat. Playing around with the pitcher at first. Berta will deliver a slider off the inside of the plate, will be taken for strike number 1 to Adam Agresti. 1-1 count. Berta takes a look over at our Curry on first, delivers the pitch. Another curveball that comes back inside, but will end up too low. Push the count to 2-1. 2-1 on the inning, on the at-bat. 2 outs on the inning. Our Curry over at first, Agresti at bat. Muckdogs trailing by 4. Definitely need to get something started quicker than not. Berta will deliver the 2-1 pitch inside. Appeared to have caught the plate, but was not given the call. Will push the count to 3-1. Berta falling behind this middle of the order for the Muckdogs here, giving these hitters dangerous situations to swing the bat. 3-1 pitch delivered, checked on by Agresti. They'll say he went. Did not look like he broke the wrist across the plate. Will end up as a strike on the check swing. Skip Martinez down at 30. Once again, not happy. Regardless, it will push the count to full 3-2. Only benefit here is now the runner at first, our Curry, will get a head start with a 3-2 count on 2 outs. There he goes. Agresti will line that ball into the right center gap. Our Curry already on the move, will take third. They will hold him there, and runners will be on the corners as Adam Agresti delivers, getting the Muckdogs their much needed pressure on this Tarp Skunks lineup. Full count there, but Giuseppe Arcuri over at first, working with the benefit of having 2 outs as he was on the move, and that allows him to take third easily on the single by Agresti. Now seeing a visit by the Jamestown pitching coach, Jordan Basile. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor. Looking for a place where craft beer meets culinary delight? Look no further than Eli Fish Brewing Company in Batavia, New York. At Eli Fish, it's all about the flavor. Their master brewers craft an exceptional selection of beers from hoppy IPAs to smooth, rich stouts. And the kitchen is no slouch either. Indulge in a delectable menu featuring mouth-watering burgers, tantalizing sandwiches, and fresh, crisp salads. So whether you're a craft beer enthusiast or a food lover searching for a new favorite spot, make Eli Fish Brewing Company your next destination. Discover the perfect blend of flavors, community, and unforgettable moments. Eli Fish Brewing Company, where craft beer and culinary delight unite. No pitching change here. It's just a quick visit from the manager, as Evan Berter will try to work out of this jam. 2 outs on the inning. Runners on the corners, though, and the hot bat of Christian Bernardini steps up to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day with a fly out to right field and a K. However, he takes that first breaking ball coming in from the left-handed batter's box back across the middle of the plate for strike number 1. Not too much power and velocity from these Jamestown pitchers today. However, the movement on their pitches has been exceptional. As that ball is grounded on the third baseline, takes a weird hop, is bobbled by the third baseman. Bernardini will reach on the error by the third baseman. Muckdogs catch a break there. The ball was lined down the third baseline. Took a weird hop, could not be taken in by the third baseman, Kernodle. Bernardini hustling down the line as he will reach first. Agresti will move over to second, and our Curry will score. Muckdogs still pressuring now. First pitch to Mortellaro, the catcher here, will be inside for a ball. Runners on first and second. Bernardini at first, Agresti at second. Mortellaro at the plate. Muckdogs score 1 on that error here, as that ball will be fouled off and push the count to 1-1. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I just realized I did not update the scoreboard. The score will be 5-2 in favor of Jamestown now. That ball is going to be fouled down the third baseline and will bring us to a 1-2 count with 2 strikes on the inning. Score is 5-2 in favor of Jamestown. Muckdogs pressuring here. Mortellaro fights that breaking ball off, fouls it down the third baseline as this at-bat will continue. Tricky breaking ball there, handled by Mortellaro. Broke his wrist, but he was able to make contact and keep this at-bat alive. 1-2 count here. Berter will take a look over at second to Agresti. Deliver the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed high and outside fastball. Chased by Mortellaro. And that will be the third out of the inning. The Muckdogs get 1 run and leave 2 stranded on base as they try to get their way back into this game. Ladies and gentlemen, another word from our sponsors. When duty calls, who will answer? Introducing the New York National Guard, the elite force dedicated to protecting our great state and nation. Join the ranks of the brave men and women who proudly serve as the backbone of our defense. Train alongside the best, gaining skills that will last a lifetime. When disaster strikes, the National Guard is there, providing critical support and relief to our communities. Our dedication knows no bounds. From foreign soil to local streets, the New York National Guard stands ready to face any challenge, defending freedom and preserving peace. The New York National Guard, where heroes are made. Back here for the top of the 7th. Ty Woods remains in the game, has done an excellent job out of the bullpen given the unfortunate circumstances in which he's entered this game. Leading off for the top of the 7th for the Tarp Skunks will be the extra hitter Jared Munoz, 1 for 2 on the season with a single to left field and a pop out to shortstop in his last at bat. First pitch will be a fastball delivered on the outside corner for a strike, bringing us to an 0-1 count. 0-1 count. Ty Woods delivers another fastball. That one will be chest level high, just a little bit too much though, as it'll bring the count to 1-1. Woods working quickly here, brings the 1-1 pitch. Another fastball looked at low, but taken for a strike by the hitter, Jared Munoz. Woods wasting absolutely no time, waiting for the batter more than often. Putting some Marcus Stroman performance into his pitch delivery, switching it up, trying to throw the hitter's timing off. Unfortunately, that fastball just a little too far off the plate. Bring the count even to 2-2. Woods into the windup, delivers the 2-2. That will be swung on, grounded to the right side of the field. Oh, Woods will bobble it, flip it on the first, still get him. Great recovery by Ty Woods for the 1-3 putout. Charged that ball, bobbled it, recovered, and flipped it to Sean Ladd to get Munoz. Our very great intern, Chicken Nick, taking over the PA responsibilities for this top of the 7th inning. As Alex Alstrom steps into the box, we'll see a quick strike number 1 on a fastball off the outside corner there. Woods doing it all today, whether it be pitching or fielding in the another fastball quickly into an 0-2 count as Alstrom swings through that one. 0-2 count, 1 out on the inning. Woods delivers another fastball outside, smothered by Mortellaro, will bring us to 1-2. Alstrom 0 for 1 on the day, has walked and then lined out to Espinal at third, an absolute bullet that was snagged out of the air in the top of the 5th. 1-2 count incoming from Woods, swung on and missed, fastball off the outside corner, chased by Alstrom, and will be the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting shortstop, number 38, Brady Meade.
With Alstrom retired on the swinging strikeout, will bring us back to the top of the order for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks in Grady Meade getting his 4th plate appearance of the day. Meade is 1 for 2 with a strikeout, a single, and a walk. Squares around a bunt again, another beautiful bunt. Meade sprinting down the line. That'll be his 2nd infield hit on the day. An absolute beauty of a bunt down the third baseline. No chance for Woods, who fielded it cleanly, as Meade will reach again on a bunt back to the pitcher. Small ball being played by Jamestown and being executed perfect. As the second baseman, Tommy Googans, will now step to the plate with 2 outs, and the leadoff man, Meade, on first. Two straight hits to the pitcher from me, but no one is complaining on the Jamestown side, as it'll push the new batter into the plate, Tommy Googans. Working with 2 outs and a runner on first. Breaking ball off the corner of the plate will be called strike, bringing us to 0-1. Mee has showcased his blazing speed this game on these bunt singles. Would not be surprised to see him take off. Second pitch of the at-bat, fastball hits the same exact target on the outside corner, called strike number 2. Woods 1 strike away from working through his 4th inning of relief. 0-2 count, he gets it, slide steps, thrown in the dirt, recovered by Mortellaro, thrown to second, bounces off Arcuri at second, will slide over to right field, and Mee will take second on the throw by Mortellaro that hits Arcuri in the shins. Will score that a stolen base and then an error on the advancement for Mee. Unfortunate there as Mee moves up 2 bags. Now a 1-2 count for Ty Woods against Tommy Googans. Mee all the way on third, threatening to take the run that the Muckdogs scored last inning right back. 1-2 count. Takes a look over at third, delivers the pitch. That will be fouled off just barely by Googans. A sordid fight to stay alive in this at-bat. Count will remain 1-2 here. 2 outs on the inning. Ty Woods already with a strikeout. Gave up a bunt single to Grady Mee, where he stands at third now after the stolen base. That ball lined down the first base, handled easily by Sean Ladd, will be taken unassisted to the first base, and the Muckdogs escape without any runs to their name. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this short half-inning intermission. A beautiful rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game by our very own Johnny Wiener Dog. I wish I was joking about him going by that name tonight, but that is what we are calling him on Weenie Wednesday. Leading off the inning will be Matt DiStefano. Evan Berta remains in the game for his third inning of relief work, as that fastball will be taken low and inside for ball number 1. DiStefano having himself a game so far, 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 1 to center field, 1 to right. Looking to start a Muckdogs rally in this bottom of the 7th, in which they trail by 3. This ball is going to be grounded to the third baseman, Cronodal, fired upon to first at Hauk, and will retire DiStefano for the first out of the inning.
Your attention, please. Finish now batting for Batavia. Number 4, Trey Bacon. Bacon now batting for your Batavia Muckdogs.
And as you might have heard from our PA announcer, Paul Spiata, Trey Bacon will now enter as a pinch hitter for Chad Falcon in the extra hitter spot. Bacon 0 for 4 last night, did have 3 Ks, however, was one of the grittiest at-bats in that game. Fouled off what had to have been at least 20 pitches last night. As his first pitch swinging here is going to be grounded to the left side of the field. Taken by the shortstop, thrown in the dirt, will not get him at first, as that will be ruled an error on the shortstop, Grady Mee. Probably had Trey at first. However, the throw thrown in the dirt could not be scooped out by Colin Hauk over at first. Will result in the first base runner for the Muckdogs in this half inning. Sean Ladd now steps to the plate with Trey Bacon over on first. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. That previous at-bat was actually revised to an infield single by Trey Bacon. First pitch swinging there as he reaches on the infield single to the shortstop. First pitch to Sean Ladd was a strike, followed up by a ball, bringing us to a 1-1 count. 1-1 count here to Sean Ladd, the first baseman. 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Trey Bacon over on first. Scoreboard as a pickoff move is thrown over to first. Bacon back in there safely. Scoreboard reads 1-1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out on the at-bat. Ladd looking to move Bacon over and keep this inning. Ball goes off the catcher's glove, will be chased down by Juwan Bacon holds at first as they will push the count to 2-1. Runner remains at first base. Score is still 5-2 in favor of the Tarp Skunks. However, the hit column says differently as the Batavia Muckdogs are leading 6-5 right now. Off-speed pitch on the outside corner, swung on over the top and missed by Sean Ladd, will bring the count to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here for the Muckdogs in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Pitch is delivered, breaking ball in the dirt. Ladd spits on it, will bring the count to full 3-2. Bacon definitely with some speed over there at first. Does have 2 steals on the year. Wouldn't mind seeing him take off here in this full count situation with 1 out. Berta will take a look over at first. Ladd will call time, however, take some thought into this next pitch as it will be a huge determining factor in the result of this ball game. Berta delivers the 3-2. Now high and outside fastball will not catch the plate. That will be a walk for Sean Ladd, moving Trey Bacon over to second base. And the Muckdogs, just like that, are pressuring the Tarp Skunks.
Third baseman, number 37, Justin Espinal.
Justin Espinal now, the switch hitting third baseman who checked into the game in the 4th inning, will now get his second plate appearance. 0 for 1 so far with a ground out to third base. 2 runners on now as Espinal steps up, swings at a low and in fastball right through it. Will push the count to 1-0. 0-1, my apologies. 0-1 count here. Berta still working fast. Runners not being kept on at first. Takes a look over at second. Delivers the 0-1. Slider breaking inside onto the hands of Espinal. Swings through it. Will push him into an 0-2 count. Quick 0-2 hole here for Espinal as he looks to punch this runner in. 0-2. Berta looks over at seconds, fires the pitch. Bacon takes off and comes back to third. Bacon with the delayed steal here. Took off, stopped, ball went into the dirt. And he will take third as a stolen base. Runner at first will hold. Sean Ladd will stay there. Runners now on the corners with a 1-2 count to the third baseman Espinal. 1-2 is delivered. A same exact pitch, slider in on the hand, swung through by Espinal, and that will be the second out on the inning via the strikeout. Back to the top of the order now. Muckdogs need to get something here. Bacon on third, Sean Ladd on first. 2 outs in the inning as the leadoff man, Josh Leadham, steps up to the plate. High and outside fastball will be taken for ball number 1 here. Leadham 0 for 3 on the day. Has a ground out to short, has a ground out to third, and a strikeout swinging. Looking to change his luck today as he needs to bring Bacon in here to get the Muckdogs back in this game. This ball is popped up behind the plate, will go foul, pushing the count to 1-1. 1-1 count here to lead him. Always dangerous at the plate. On-base machine as he looks to punch in Trey Bacon here. That slider will break inside, and he will be awarded first base as it goes off of his leg. The hit by pitch allowing Leadham to reach first, and that will bring Lucas Lopez, the now shortstop, to the plate with the bases loaded. Lopez 1 for 3 on the day. 2 groundouts to second, but does have a single and a stolen base. First pitch delivered to Lopez. Breaking ball again in on the hands, taken this time for ball number 1. Lopez, no amount short of clutch moments that he has had to step up for, and he finds himself in one again. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Muckdogs down by 3. This ball is going to be popped up on the right field side. First baseman giving chase will be tough. Called off by the second baseman, Googans, who makes a very nice catch going into shallow right field. And unfortunately, the Muckdogs will not score here. Retired on the pop out to the second baseman, leaving 3 runners stranded.
Let's send it down once again to Johnny Winterduff.
All right, fans. I've got the Hawley and Luxon family here. They're going to be our always lucky seat winners for tonight. They'll be coming back July 25th. Let's make some noise for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, this season our grounds crew team is sponsored by Chapin International, the leading manufacturer of industrial lawn and garden sprayers and spreaders based right here in Batavia. Chapin has been a leader in our community for more than 130 years, and they are actively hiring for many skilled and unskilled positions in all of their locations. Visit www.chapinmfg.com for more information. Chapin, cover more ground. Pellegrino Auto Sales, we are your finance specialists and can help you get the car you need now. We have lenders available for all credit types. Come find out why we are Batavia's #1 rated used car dealership. Muckdog fans, Auto Wash is award-winning and committed to providing the best car wash experience in the Finger Lakes. Go unlimited and become a club member today. Don't forget to ask about the Family Plan program and save even more. Hey Muckdogs fans, remember Whole Life Fitness is the official gym of your Batavia Muckdogs. Located at 624 East Main Street in Batavia, make sure to stop in and see them for your membership today. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the top half of the 8th inning with a decimated starting rotation. Ty Woods will remain in this game for what seems to be his 6th inning of relief work. Again, remember, he is a usual starting pitcher, his first outing of relief so far this season, but with what happened in the first inning to Julian Pichardo, still unknown about the injury, by the way, Ty Woods forced into this game and has excelled in this role as the first pitch to the leadoff man, Henry Juwan, is fouled off behind the plate for an 0-1 count. Pichardo again, 2 batters into the game, felt soreness in his throwing arm and had to be removed. Stephen Oates replaced him and then was later replaced by Ty Woods, who has since the 3rd inning been pitching in relief. Woods delivers an off-speed pitch there, fouled off again by Juwan, will bring the count to a quick 0-2. Woods into the windup, delivers fastball high and outside, will be spat on by Juwan, and the count will run 1-2. 1-2 delivers fastball outside, chased by Juwan. Yet another strikeout for Ty Woods, as that'll be the quick first out on the inning. Bringing up the Eli Fish K-man of the game, Jake Kernodle, the 3rd baseman. 0 for 2 so far with a walk. No strikeouts to his name, however. Ty Woods, an absolute beauty of a game so far. He's got 4 strikeouts as that first pitch will go in there for a strike. 4 strikeouts in his 5 innings of relief work has really kept the Muckdogs in this game. Another fastball on the outside corner. This one will not be given a strike call. Run the count 1-1 even. One and one count. Woods takes a step off the mound to catch his breath. Immediately back to work, however, as he's working from the windup. Delivers the next pitch. Fastball outside corner. Not giving the strike call there. Push the count to 2-1. Again, 5-2 in the top half of the 8th inning. Now Muckdogs need to get it going. Woods into the windup, way outside on the fastball there. Grabbed by Mortellaro. Count will now run even at 2-2. My apologies, 3-1, ladies and gentlemen. Count is 3-1. Woods from the windup delivers a 3-1 pitch. Strike right down the middle, swung on and missed by Kernodle. Count will now become full. 6th pitch of the at-bat incoming, 3-2. Ball outside in the left-handed batter's box. Kernodle will walk for the 2nd time tonight, as Matt Thompson, the designated hitter, will make his way to the plate for the 4th time. Thompson is 1 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to the pitcher in his first at-bat in the 2nd inning. Then it clobbered a double over the head of Bernardini in the top of the 4th. And then in the 6th inning, squared around as a sacrifice, but reached as a part of an error by the pitcher. Now comes up with a runner on first in Kernodle. Fastball on the outside corner will be given to Ty Woods there. Strike number 1. Woods has done an excellent part in preserving this Muckdogs pitching rotation and bullpen after what happened earlier on in this game, regardless of what the outcome. 0-1 count here as he delivers, fouled off early on the off-speed pitch. Thompson will foul it into the backstop and push the count into 0-2. Count here. Runner on first is Kernodle. Not the fastest. Would not expect him to take off. Batter Thompson will take time and take his situation into thought. Steps back into the box regardless. 0-2 still. 1 out on the inning. Ty Woods working from the stretch. Now takes a look over at first. Gets his sign and is ready to deliver. Time called again. For some reason granted. 2 straight timeouts in a row granted to the batter. I've never seen that before. Matt Thompson playing mind games here with Ty Woods as this ball is now going to be shot down the first baseline. Foul. Keeps the count at 0-2. Fastball inside, punched off the hands as Thompson fights to live another day. Kernodle on the year 1 for 3 on stolen base attempts. Fastball outside will be the first ball of this at-bat. Run it to 1-2. Thompson looks down to his third base coach, gets the sign, steps back into the box for a 1-2 count. Ty Woods ready and waiting on the batter. Takes a look over at first, ready to work pretty quickly. Delivers the 1-2. Fastball outside corner, not given to Ty, as that will push the count to 2-2. Thought it might have clipped the outside corner. Unfortunately, I was wrong. And Thompson will live to see his 5th pitch of the at-bat. 2-2, runner on first is Kernodle. Pitch is delivered. Another foul ball here will push the count still at 2-2. Kernodle not going down easy. My apologies, Thompson not going down easy. Ty Woods delivers the 2-2, swung on and missed. Runner takes off, hits the batter as he's stepping out of the box. Will be ruled as batter's interference. Runner at second will be out. What a strange end to the inning. So Thompson strikes out, and as he is walking out of the box, walks into the path of Mortellaro, the ball goes off his helmet and will result in a batter's interference out for Jake Kernodle.
Now let's send it down to Johnny Winterdog.
All right, fans, I've got 38 years, season ticket holder, hail to help me out with RTF Browns trivia question for today. Now the question is, Joey Chestnut set the world record for eating how many hot dogs in 2021? Is it A, 69? Is it B, 76? Is it C, 74? Or is it D, 12,764?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Another call to the bullpen for the Tarp Skunks here, and yet another lefty, the third one of the game. Very Very strange situation. You see this many lefties in the game. However, the call will be to Andrew Ayers. 10 games pitched on the year, all of which in relief. He has thrown 25 innings even, given up 23 hits, struck out 22, walked 15, has an ERA of 2.52 on the year. Opponents batting 237 against him. Muckdogs have not necessarily been seeing these left-handed pitchers well today. Only 6 hits on the day. Not too many in the past few innings, as they hope to get on top of Ayers early and claw their way back into this game, as they still are suffering a 3-run deficit with only 6 outs remaining. First batter to get to see Andrew Ayers is going to be Giuseppe Arcuri, the second baseman. Arcuri is 0 for 2 on the day with a pop out to short, a pop out to second, and then a walk in his last at bat where he came around to score the second run of the game for the Muckdogs. Ayers delivers his first pitch of the game. That one will be fouled off past first base by Arcuri, leading us into an 0-1 count. Arcuri wasting no time trying to get to see anything from Ayers as he comes up swinging at the first pitch. Made some decent contact on that one. Went foul. Ayers delivers the second pitch to the at-bat. Arcuri swinging again. This one is going to be skied into the outfield. Center fielder Kieran Gagnon calls off the left fielder and will retire Arcuri on the second pitch of the at-bat via the flyout. Quick first out on the inning. Adam Agresti, the cleanup hitter today, will step to the plate. He is 1 for 2, reached base safely twice. One on a single to right field, the second on a walk in the second inning. 1 for 2 on the day. Agresti coming up against his left-handed pitcher, Andrew Ayers. First pitch will be a fastball high and outside, taken for ball number 1. Good eye there by Agresti, not chasing the high cheddar. Ayers will work with a 1-0 count to Agresti, the ever-dangerous batter. Fastball low and inside will be given a called strike on the pitch, bringing us even to 1-1. Ayers working after that low and inside strike called, with a 1-1 count to the dangerous Agresti right here. High fastball cannot be taken in by the catcher Juan. Will reach the backstop, and the count will go 2-1. Crowd still not ready to charge, unfortunately, as it is 2-1 to Agresti. Pitch incoming. Fastball high and outside again will be spat on by Agresti for the third time this at bat, and that'll push the count to 3-1. 3-1 here. Agresti has been working counts all night. His last single came as a result of a full count. Walked in the second inning. Will he reach base safely for the third time today? He will, as that fastball, again chest level, will result in a walk and the first base runner of the inning for the Muckdogs. Up to the plate now steps the center fielder, number 2, Christian Bernardini. On the day, he is 0 for 3. Flew out to right field, struck out looking, and then reached on base due to an error from the third baseman Kernodle in his last at-bat. That first fastball from Ayers will be high and outside, just like the last at-bat to Agresti, pushing the count to 1-0. Ayers definitely not getting on top of that fastball, as he has missed high and outside many times already in this bottom of the 8th inning. Muckdogs hitters should capitalize on that. Breaking ball there does not get snapped off early enough. Will stay high and outside again, pushing the count to 2-0. Bernardini standing in, runner at first, his fellow St. John's commit. Ayers delivers the 2-0. This one will be slapped to the left side, through the left side hole, past the diving third baseman Kernodle, pushing Agresti up to second. Bernardini reaches first on a single into left field. And for what seems like the umpteenth time today, the Muckdogs are pressuring with 2 on and only 1 out in the inning. Bryce Morillaro, the captain and catcher of this team, steps up to the plate, 1 for 3 on the day. as a pitching mound visit will happen. Bryce will have to wait for the first pitch. Mortellaro again, 1 for 3 on the day, slapped that single over the shortstop's head in the second inning. Afterwards, has popped out to the shortstop and struck out swinging in the bottom of the 6th. Muckdogs hitters have put together 7 hits. However, the 3 errors that have been committed have caused them to get allowed 5 runs on the day, just as we saw yesterday. 9 in the past 2 days, as it needs to be addressed that the Muckdogs fielding has been costing them some of these runs. Hitting has been good for the past few days for the Muckdogs, but it needs to all come together here as they cannot leave any more runners on base. Mortellaro, ever so confident hitter, steps up to the plate ready to deliver for his home team. My apologies. 0-0 count as the mound visit took place before the first pitch was delivered. That one will be grounded hard down the third baseline. Unfortunately foul. Mortellaro all over that one as it'll be put into a 0-1 count. Mortellaro definitely hits better off of lefties as he has had the advantage all game. Appears time has been called here. Mortellaro will step out, rethink. A 1 count, 1 out in the inning. Adam Agresti on second after walking. Christian Bernardini on first after singling to the left field side. Mortellaro gets the 1-0 count. 0-1 count, my apologies. That one will be a fastball high and outside, bring the count to 1-1. Ones across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out on the inning. 5 outs remain for these Muckdog hitters to get 3 runs and back into this game. Low and in fastball. Mortellaro checks his swing. Home plate umpire says he broke his wrist, however, and that will be called a strike for strike number 2. Mortellaro tried to hold up, unfortunately pitched inside, took his body forward just a little too much, and it now puts him in a 2-strike hole. 2-strike count. Mortellaro way high, way outside, chases the fastball, and that will be the second out of the inning. 2 outs now, 2 runners on base for the Muckdogs. Matt DiStefano, who is 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles, steps up to the plate in one of the most crucial at-bats for this game so far. DiStefano has been solid all year round with the bat, also patrolling left field, but the Muckdogs really need him to step up here. First pitch swinging as he fouls that ball off down the first baseline into the crowd, putting us into an 0-1 count. Ayers retired the first batter via flyout to center field, then proceeded to give up 2 base runners, strikes out Mortellaro, and here we are now, 2 runners on first and second. That fastball high and in will be taken by DiStefano as he turns away, pushing the count to 1-1. Crowd getting into it, stomping their feet into the stands, trying to rally these Muckdogs. 1-1 count with 2 outs on the inning. Ayers delivers the 1-1. That ball is going to be skied down the right field line. The right fielder, Zach Kent, screaming after it, makes the catch in foul ground. My apologies, did not make the catch. I thought he did. It must have been a little too far for him, especially with the Tarp in right field occupying, keeping aware of that, as the Muckdogs will get another chance, and the count will run to 1-2. Kent running after that one, pulled up, seeing the Tarp in his way, and DiStefano will live to see another pitch in this at-bat. That being said, 2 strikes on the at-bat now to DiStefano. Takes a look at second, pitch is delivered. That one is going to be skied in the right field, straight to Kent. It looks like he has a read on it. Will bring it in for the 3rd out of the inning. Another 2 runners left on base for the Muckdogs, and time is running out for your Dogs to rally in this game versus the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. 3 outs remain for Muckdogs hitters as they head into the top half of the ninth. Let's see if they will rally after this short break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the top half of the last inning. Ty Woods still on the mound. Story of this game after Julian Pichardo went down with an injury, 2 batters in. Woods working on his 7th inning of relief. Regardless of what happens in this game, has been an absolute stellar outing from Ty Woods. Brilliant stuff from him for 7 innings as he looks to keep the Muckdogs within a 3-run deficit heading into the final half of this game. First pitch will be sky deep into left field as DeStefano gives chase. It's going to bounce off the wall. And that is going to be a lead-off double for Zach Kent. Kent missing a home run by about 10 feet, if even. Absolutely clobbered that ball to left field off the outfield wall. And will be the second time this game that the Jamestown Tarp Skunks lead off an inning with a double. So with that, Kent leads off the inning. Now on second, Kieran Gagnon will come up to the plate. 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout, a fly out to right field, and then a line out to center. Has not reached base yet. Again, was a thorn in the backside of the Muckdogs last night, reaching base on 2 walks and then proceeding to steal 2 bases. Ty Woods working with a runner on second, trying to keep this deficit only to 3 runs. Ball is going to be a fastball, high and in, can't be controlled by Mortellaro as it will be a pass ball, and the right fielder, Kent, will mosey on down to third. Gagnon was squaring up to bunt, might have thrown Ty Woods off as he delivers a high fastball off the glove of Mortellaro and allowing Kent to move on over to third for free. We've seen it from Jamestown before. The safety squeeze may still be in play here as the infield is playing on the grass now. That ball will be skied out to right field. Remember, Leadham has a cannon, already has an assist today. Short throw fakes the run home as Kent will stay at third. Gagnon on the fly out to 9. They know not to test Leadham anymore after that assist earlier on in the game. And due to the short fly out to right field and Leadham's absolute cannon of an arm out there, the Muckdogs will still only be down by 3 runs, now with 1 out in the inning. Infield still playing in, all 4 of them. Still the possibility of the safety squeeze. As that pitch is thrown outside, Mortellaro cannot handle it. Runner breaks for home, and the throw will be off target. Runner will take home on the wild pitch. Jamestown will jump back out to a 4-run lead as the score will go to 6-2. First pitch to Houck is going to be wild, allowing Kent to score on the wild pitch. Muckdogs doing themselves no favors here as they are struggling to produce runs already, now having to put another one on the board to tie this game up in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Next pitch, a fastball down the middle, swung on and missed by Houck. Brings the count to an even 1-1. 1-1 pitch, fastball on the outside corner, will catch it, bring the count to 1-2. One and two count, 1 out on the inning to the first baseman, Houck. Fastball will be high and taken for ball number 2. 2-2 count. Woods now working for the windup with no runners on base. Fastball down the middle, back behind home plate, fouled off. We'll keep this count at 2-2 as Colin Houck stays alive in the top half of this 9th inning. Scoreboard right now reads 6 runs on 6 hits and 1 error for Jamestown, as that fastball rushed by Woods, delivered way outside, will push the count full. Count is full. Woods working from the windup, delivers the payoff pitch, swung on and missed on the outside. Strike number 3 as Houck strikes out swinging for the 2nd time tonight. 2 outs on the inning as Jared Munoz, the extra hitter, now comes to the plate for his 4th appearance. Munoz 1 for 3 on the day, singled in the 3rd inning, then proceeded to fly out to the shortstop as well as ground out to the pitcher. First pitch here will be swung on, popped up, looks to be to the shortstop. Lucas Lopez will be handled with ease. Pop out to the shortstop, 3 outs on the inning, and your Muckdogs need 4 runs to come back in this game against the Tarp Skunks. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this short break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the bottom of the 9th, and your last 3 outs for your Batavia Muckdogs. Leading off the inning is going to be Trey Bacon. Entered the game in the 7th as a pinch hitter for the extra hitter Chad Falcon. First pitch there will be dropped for ball number 1. Muckdogs need 4 runs to tie this game, 5 to walk it off. We'll take base runners in any fashion, whether it be by walk, hit by pitch, anything. Second pitch of the at-bat is going to be delivered inside, barely clips, almost clips Bacon. Will be taken for ball number 2 instead. Ayers falling behind leadoff hitter Bacon as a 2-0 count is in play. Third pitch is delivered, fastball off the outside corner of the plate will push the count to 3-0. Muckdogs needing base runners here would be shocked to see the green light on this 3-0 count. Ayers will come set regardless and deliver the 3-0 count here. Fastball low and outside will catch the corner, push the count to 3-1. Three-one count incoming from Andrew Ayers to Trey Bacon here. Fastball catches the inside corner, will pull the count full, 3-2. 3-2 count here to Trey Bacon, the extra hitter in today's game. This ball is going to be fouled off behind home plate. Does not look like the catcher will have room, as he does not, and this at-bat will remain at 3-2. 8, 9, and 10 hitters due up here for the Muckdogs in the bottom of the 9th. Ladd on deck, Espinal in the hole. Bacon at the plate with a full count, no outs on the inning. 3-2 pitch is delivered high and outside. Bacon will walk to start this inning off and get the Muckdogs rally started in style.
First baseman, number 25, Sean Ladd.
Bacon reaching base in both his at-bats as he's entered the game as a pinch hitter, singled out to the infield at shortstop in his first one. Now he's walked. Sean Ladd is brought to the plate. Also walked in his last at-bat as that first fastball is going to be high and outside for ball number 1. Ladd 0 for 2 on the day, 2 strikeouts and 1 walk. Muckdogs looking for as many base runners as possible. Ayers takes a look over at first, winds up and delivers the 1-0 fastball. Low and outside, clips the corner, will be called strike number 1. Sean Ladd cool and confident at the plate. 1-1 count, no outs. Bacon on first. Pitch delivered, rope to the left field side. That'll go past the third baseman into left field. Sean Ladd singles, and Trey Bacon will move up 90 feet to second base. Runners on first and second with the 10-hole hitter Espinal coming to the plate as the Muckdogs try to climb their way back into this 6-2 ball game.
Number 37, Justin Espinal.
Espinal 0 for 2 on the day now. Ground out to third base and a strikeout in his last at-bat in the 7th. Could not figure out the inside breaking ball on his hands. First ball down the middle will be taken for strike number 1, leading us into an 0-1 count. Runners on first and second, still no outs in the inning. Muckdogs needing 4 runs to get back in this ball game. Ayers will take a look over at Bacon on second, get his sign from the catcher, and deliver the 0-1 pitch. That one low and inside fastball will push the count to 1-1. Dwyer Stadium crowd really getting into it now, slamming their feet into the stands, making as much noise possible to rattle this big lefty on the mound. 1-1 count, no outs on the inning. Pitch is delivered, checked, and they will call it a swing on the check, not even looking down to the second base umpire for the umpteenth time this game. Home plate umpire takes it into his hands, calls the check swing a strike, and that'll push the count to 1-2. Espinal chasing the high and outside fastball there, puts himself in a 2-strike hole now as Ayers delivers the payoff pitch. That one will be grounded down the third baseline, foul, as Espinal lives to fight one more day. These lefty pitchers for Jamestown, ever since Espinal has entered the game, have been working him inside on the hands, challenging him to turn that bat around just a little bit quicker and make contact. He caught up to that one there, the 1-2 pitch, a high and outside fastball, head level. Espinal will not bite, run the count even at 2-2. 6-2 ball game here for the Tarp Skunks, as Batavia is pressuring 2 runners on base with a 2-2 count and no outs. Andrew Ayers comes set, delivers the 2-2 pitch. That one is roped to the right side. Second baseman leaps, catches, throws to first, and will double off Sean Ladd. Disaster for the Muckdogs, pressuring with 2 runners on base. An exceptional play over at second base by Tommy Googans. Leaps to steal a hit from Espinal, checks at second, turns and gets Sean Ladd out at first. And just like that, the Muckdogs are down to their last out in this ball game. So unfortunate there for the Muckdogs. First pitch there to the leadoff man, Josh Leadham, is taken for ball number 1. But the Muckdogs, with a runner on second now, down to their last out, a 1-0 count on the batter, Josh Leadham. Ayers delivers the 1-0. High fastball will be taken for ball number 2. Just a little bit more height on that ball from Espinal would have been roped into right field, would have set the team of the Muckdogs up with bases loaded, no outs. Unfortunately, it turns into a double play, and lead them now with a 2-0 count as a fastball touches the outside corner for ball number 3. can't even blame Sean Ladd on that one. Looked like it was going to get over Guggen's head, but unfortunately he made a nice leaping grab and doubled him off at first. 3-0 pitch coming in to lead him here. High and outside fastball. That'll be a 4-pitch walk to Josh Leadham as he reaches first base. And now the Muckdogs have speed on both first and second.
Shortstop number 36, Lucas Lopez.
Lucas Lopez once again stepping up in a clutch situation. 1 for 4 on the day with a single to left field. Otherwise, is grounded out to second twice and popped out to second. Comes up here, takes a fastball in the inside corner for strike number 1, pushing us to an 0-1 count. Ayers looking to record the save on the game. Would be his 3rd on the year. Delivers the 0-1 count. Runners fake going. Pitch will be a high and outside fastball taken for ball number 1. Count is even at 1-1, 2 outs on the inning. Pitch delivered. Lucas Lopez swings and nails that one to the right side of the field. Will end up going foul, and the Muckdogs are down to their final strike. One and 2 count here to the shortstop, Lucas Lopez. Runner on second is Trey Bacon. Runner on first is Josh Leadham. Ayers comes set, delivers. That ball fouled off behind home plate, as the count will remain 1-2, and this game will go on for at least one more pitch. Muckdogs hitters have not gone down lightly today. 2 strike counts, have been fouling off as much as they can. Ayers takes a look over at the runners, comes set, and delivers the 1-2. That one is grounded right up the middle off of Ayers' leg. Lopez will beat it out at first after it deflects off the pitcher. Everyone will be safe. The Muckdogs continue this game. Runners at every base now. Bases loaded as Giuseppe Arcuri, the 3-hole hitter, steps up to the plate. That is now... Arcuri 0 for 3 on the day with a walk is the Tully's hitman, and what a time for him to step up and send these people home happy with the Tully's Good Times coupon. Then to record a hit here and keep this rally going. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait as the Jamestown pitching coach will come out to have a mound visit with his pitcher. Possibly check if he's okay after taking that liner off the shin. Bases loaded here, ladies and gentlemen. Tying run at the plate. All it takes is one swing, and there is not that many better on this team to do so than Giuseppe Arcuri. Definitely has a ton of pop in that bat. More than capable of putting it over the wall. It appears Ayers is A-OK, will remain in this game. Keeps his 3 runners on base and has to face one of the most dangerous hitters in this Muckdogs lineup. Again, Muckdogs down to their last strike as Giuseppe Arcuri steps into the box. 0 for 3 on the day with a walk. Sees the first pitch. He's going to swing as usual. Drills that one behind home plate. Will be fouled off, pushing it to an 0-1 count. Giuseppe, 3rd time this game, swinging on the first pitch. Steps into that box with nothing but confidence. Has the bat-handedness advantage here, facing a lefty for the 5th time this game. Bases loaded in a huge spot here for the Muckdogs. Chases one in the dirt. That'll push the count to 0-2. Muckdogs again, nothing but a comeback team as they are down to their final strike again in this game versus the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. 0-2 count here. Ayers has pitches to work with, but Arcuri, a dangerous bat at the plate. 0-2 pitch delivered. That one will be fouled off behind the plate. Arcuri fouling it for the 3rd pitch of the at-bat. Lives to see another day. 0-2 count, 2 outs on the inning. Trey Bacon at third, Josh Leadham at second, Lucas Lopez at first, Giuseppe R. Curry at the plate, needing a hit or a walk to keep this game alive for the Batavia Muckdogs. 0-2 pitch incoming, high and outside fastball, corralled by the catcher Juwan, thankfully, as it does not hit the backstop. Count will be pushed to 1-2. 1-2 count, Muckdogs, 1 strike to live. Pitch incoming. Same exact placement location, high and outside fastball. Our Curry not chasing, will push the count to 2-2. Deuces wild across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the inning. Our Curry at bat. Ayers delivers. That one is going to be roped down the left field line. That should be extra bases. The Muckdogs are running. Our Curry rounds first to second. They're going to hold Lopez at third. And the Muckdogs are right back in this ball game. 6-4. Runners on second and third with one of the most dangerous hitters in this lineup, Adam Agresti, coming up to the plate with the possibility of dragging them back into this game. A 2-run double there from R. Curry. And if it was not more important that the Muckdogs are within 1 swing of tying this game, that also means that everyone in this crowd will be sent home with a Tully's Good Times coupon for half-off tenders due to Giuseppe R. Curry, the hitman, recording a hit. Adam Agresti steps up, runners on second and third, now spits on that fastball in the dirt as the Muckdogs are 1 single away from tying this game. Agresti awaiting the 1-0 from Ayers. He'll swing on that one, pulled down the third base side off his foot. Will be down as a foul ball, bringing the count to 1-1. Apologize about the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. It seems to be malfunctioning. The score is 6-4 right now, though. Lucas Lopez on third, Giuseppe R. Curry the tying run at second with Adam Agresti at the plate. Muckdogs down to their last out, 1-1 on the count. Ayers on the bump, arriving with the third pitch, low and inside fastball, spat on again, will be 2-1. Muckdogs never going down without a fight. 1 swing away from tying this game up after going into this bottom of the ninth down 4. The 2-1 incoming to Agresti. This one is rolled through the left field. That's going to score Lopez. Our Curry is being sent bobbled by the left fielder, and the Muckdogs come back down from 4 runs to tie it. Adam Agresti with a 2-run rope into left field. This game is 6-6. These Muckdogs do not die, ladies and gentlemen. 6-6, 4-run rally in the bottom of the ninth. Adam Agresti, the comeback kid. Two outs, both runners running on contact. Definitely advantage for our Curry at second, but with his speed, might not have mattered, as it looks as if Ayers will be pulled after blowing the save. Bernardini will get the chance to play hero with Agresti on first, as this is a whole new ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Pitching change will be incoming. We'll be right back after this break. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Ayers will remain in the game as he delivers a first pitch ball low and inside to Bernardini. Over at first, the first base coach, Kyle Hetherington, has swapped with Adam Agressi as he is now pinch running. Pitch will be checked over at first. That ball is almost thrown into right field, taken in by the first baseman, Hauk, as it appears Ayers is most definitely rattled. Again, the Hetherington, the pinch runner over at first. Bernardini, the batter, 1-0 on the count. Ball will be high and outside, ball number 2. Agresti, the now first base coach, the hero as of right now with a single to left field, scoring 2 and tying this ball game at 6. Bernardini faces Ayers, 2-0 count, pitch incoming. That ball's roped right to the second baseman, Tommy Googans, playing it perfectly, but it is no problem as the Muckdogs score 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning to tie this game at 6. We will head into the 10th inning. The extra runner rule will be in play at second base, but this is a brand new ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back after this break. Welcome back to an absolute classic, ladies and gentlemen. We are now in the top of the 10th for a game that looked like the Muckdogs had absolutely no chance. They do not die without a fight as they put up 4 in the bottom of the 9th, push it into extra innings, where we now see Trey Bacon, the starting role closer, on the mound. If you are unfamiliar with the rules of extra innings in baseball, there is now a runner on second. If scored, this will be seen as an unearned run. However, due to the rule, runners in extra innings teams in extra innings do start with a runner on second base. That second base should have been the last out of the last inning, who would have been Jared Munoz. However, Paul Catalano, number 13, is pinch running for him over at second. At plate is the number 10 hitter, Alex Ahlstrom, as Bacon sees his first batter for the first time in a few weeks. Ahlstrom, like his first at-bat, squares around the bunt. First ball will be up and in. Ahlstrom pulls back. Count will go to 1-0. Sean Ladd at first base, playing way in, ready for the bunt, as it is expected with these extra inning rules. Ahlstrom will square around again. This one will not get down as he fouls it behind home plate. And that will be a wasted opportunity for Ahlstrom, pushing the count to 1-1. Bacon, if you are unfamiliar with him pitching, because he has not done so since taking over the responsibilities at first base, did lead the PGCBL in saves with 5. Ahlstrom scoring around the bunt again. Ball is low, pulls it back. They will say that he did get it back in time, as it'll push the count to 2-1. Bacon on the season, 8 1/3 innings pitched, only surrendered 3 hits, 9 strikeouts compared to 0 walks, and 5 saves. So he's definitely been a force in these later innings out of the bullpen. Ahlstrom, 2-1 count, still scoring around the bunt. Sean Ladd playing in as possible. Fastball will catch the outside corner, pushing it to 2-2. Would be shocked to see if Ahlstrom still squares around. Foul ball would result in a strikeout here. 2-2 count. The pinch runner Catalano on second as a result of the rule. 0 outs in the inning. Trey Bacon on the mound. Takes a look over at second. Will deliver the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed by Alex Armstrong. And that will be the first out of the inning. Ahlstrom unable to get the bunt down. Pays for it in the end. And strikes out, swinging for the first out in the top half of the 10th inning. That'll bring us back to the top half of the order, and we see Grady Mee come up for his 5th at-bat of the game. Defense should still be playing in, as he has dropped down 2 bunt singles already. Will he do it for a 3rd time? First pitch is in the dirt, smothered by Mortalara. Will bring the count to 1-0. Mee, with blazing speed and the ability to put a perfect bunt down, has showcased it in his last 2 at-bats. Has to be in the mind of the Muckdogs infield here. Bacon delivers the 1-0 fastball. Low and in will be spat on by Mee for a 2-0 count. Two and 0 count to Grady Mee, the shortstop. Bacon delivers low and outside fastball, clipped in by Mortalara. Will run the count to 3-0 here. .30 count here. Would be surprised to see the green light on, but you never know in these PGCBL games. Bacon will take a look at the runner over on second. No one holding him on. Delivers the 3-0. Hits Mee. Saves Trey Bacon's no walks for the season, but does give him another hit by pitch, as Mee will reach on the 3-0 hit by pitch. Putting runners on first and second. Double play is now in effect, as well as the force at third base if necessary. That will bring Tommy Guggen to the plate. 0 for 4 on the day, but has made 2 excellent plays over at second base that otherwise probably would have ended this game for the Batavia Muckdogs. Sean Ladd over at first, still playing in on the grass, awaiting a possible bunt. Runners at first and second. Catalano at second, Mee at first, as Bacon delivers. Almost hits Tommy Guggens in the head. Thankfully, he ducks, and the count will only run to 1-0. Bacon working with the runners on base. 1-0 count. Takes a steps off. Throws to second. Catalano is going to get picked off. And that is huge. Absolutely huge for the Muckdogs. Bacon with the fake picks off Catalano at second. And there are now 2 outs on the inning. No runners in scoring position. Two outs, the runner Mee on first, 1-0 the count, and the Muckdogs have all the momentum in their favor. High and in fastball will be taken by Tommy Guggens here and push the count to 2-0. Two and 0, 2 outs. How this inning and the last one have changed drastically in the span of a few pitches. That fastball high above the head will push the count to 3-0. An excellent move by Bacon there to pick off the extra runner Catalano at second. And the Muckdogs are 1 out away from having the chance to walk this off. 4-pitch walk, as we thought it might have clipped the outside corner, but will not be given to Bacon as Tommy Googans walks and will bring up Henry Juwan for the 5th time today. Juwan has reached base twice, once on a single, once on an error. Otherwise is 1 for 3 on the day. Now with the go-ahead run at second in Grady Mee. Bacon delivers a off-speed pitch off the outside corner, will be ball number 1. Juwan also with an RBI in this game, looking to add another and put his Tarp Skunks back out in front. Trey Bacon looks over at second, delivers the 1-0 count, will be fouled off behind the plate, push the count to 1-1 even. Muckdogs pressuring in the bottom of the 9th with first and second, no outs. An unfortunate liner that turns into a double play puts them down to their last out, but the fight continues, and they come back with a 4-run rally and 2 outs, now in extra innings. Trey Bacon delivering the 1-1 pitch to Henry Juwan. Taken off the outside corner will be ball number 2. Push the count to 2-1, 2 outs in the top of the 10th. Crowd does not agree with that call. Irregardless, will push it to 2-1. Bacon takes a look over at second, delivers the 2-1. That will be sliced down the right field line, will find the stands foul, and the Muckdogs need just 1 more strike to be set up for the most miraculous comeback of the season so far. Two, and 2. Bacon delivers, slice down the right field line again, will also find the stands. It gets worse and worse, the suspense with every pitch. 2s remain across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Muckdogs need just 1 more pitch from their all-star closer, Trey Bacon, to put them into the bottom of the 10th. Bacon delivers the 2-2. That one again is going to be sliced to the right field line. Sean Ladd getting chase, but it will be over the net, and this at-bat will continue. 4 foul balls in this at-bat for Henry Juwan, 2 of which coming from 2 strikes, as he will not pose to be an easy out here. Bacon, one of the most dominant closers, if not the most dominant closer in the PGCBL, fires the 2-2 pitch again. Fastball outside, not given the call, as it'll push the count full to 3-2, allowing the runners on first and second to now get a head start with 2 outs. 3-2 count, runners will be in motion. The payoff pitch incoming to Henry Juwan, the catcher for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. Bacon delivers, swung on and missed, high cheddar, cannot catch up to it. Bacon gets out of a jam, and the Muckdogs have 1 swing, and it's all it takes to walk this game off and complete the comeback in the bottom of the 10th. Welcome back to the bottom of the 10th inning, ladies and gentlemen. The Muckdogs one swing away from completing the most miraculous comeback of the season as the final countdown plays in the background. Final from Elmira, the Pioneers have tied with the Power 4-4 after 10 innings. If the Muckdogs are able to walk it off here, they will reclaim first place. If you are unfamiliar with the PGCBL rules in extra innings, they play one extra inning. And then if the score does not change after the 10th, the game will end in a tie. Bryce Mortalara will be intentionally walked. It will bring up Matt DiStefano, who squares around to bunt on the first pitch of the at-bat. Squared around, they will call that a strike. Mortellaro on first. Bernardini, the extra runner, on second as for the rule. He squares around again. Inside fastball, pulls it back, will take the count to 1-1. No outs on the inning. Score is tied 6-6. DiStefano 2 for 4 on the day with 2 singles. However, is squaring around here to try and move that winning run in Bernardini up to third. Squares around again. Pulls back as the pitch is low. Will push the count to 2-1. First baseman Colin Houck playing way in, trying to get advantage of that bunt, as DiStefano will look to push it down the third baseline. 2-1 count, no outs. DiStefano squaring around yet again. Pitch is way up, and that will bring the count to 3-1. Runners on first and second. Andrew Ayers still on the mound after the blown save, pushing this count to 3-1 on a batter who is squaring around to sacrifice himself. DiStefano squares around again, pitches high again, and that'll be a walk. Never mind giving up the free out. They're just going to move the runner up 90 feet regardless. And that will bring your closing pitcher, pinch hitter, first baseman, utility player, whatever you want to refer to Trey Bacon as, up to the plate with bases loaded and no outs, with the ability to not only secure the win in this game, but also win it via the bat. How many times do you get to see the winning pitcher have the possibility of driving in the winning run? Bacon stands in here, bases loaded, no outs against Ayers, the lefty. Bernardini on third, Mortellaro on second, and DiStefano on first. Ayers struggling to find his own. First pitch high and outside fastball. His coach out of the dugout pleading to just throw strikes. Bacon, a patient hitter at the plate, awaiting the 1-0 from Ayers. Curveball will touch the outside corner, bring the count to 1-1. 1-1 count. These people at Dwyer on their feet looking for a walk-off victory. 1-1 incoming. Bacon takes a big rip at that one. Swings through it. Will push the count to 1-2. Bacon is 1 for 1 on the day since coming in as a pinch hitter. Had that single to the shortstop and then walked in his next at-bat in a 1-2 count here. Ayers bounces it in the dirt. He gets behind the catcher. Bernardini will score on the wild pitch. The Muckdogs score 5 in the final 2 innings and complete the most insane comeback of the year. Trey Bacon with the walk-off RBI at the plate. He is the winning pitcher, and the Muckdogs are back in first immediately after dropping to second place. What a game. What a comeback. What a season for these Muckdogs. Ladies and gentlemen, take it in as your Muckdogs team celebrates all over the infield. This game certainly took a turn for the better as the Muckdogs seem to have found their mojo again. That'll be all from Dwyer Stadium, folks. Your final score will be 7-6 Batavia over Jamestown. Your winning pitcher is Trey Bacon. Your losing pitcher is Andrew Ayers. The Muckdogs return to action Friday, July 21st back here at Dwyer Stadium. Join us for Military Appreciation Night presented by Geico, where veterans will be honored throughout the night. During this game, Eagle Star Housing will also be collecting donations for veterans in need. Items such as dishwasher tablets, paper towels, disinfecting wipes, laundry detergent, especially pods, cleaning sponges, and deodorant for both males and females would be greatly appreciated if you could spare. And just a quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, if you were bummed out due to the cancellation of July 15th's game and its fireworks show, we have added another round of fireworks for our July 29th game against Niagara. Tickets are still on sale, so please be sure to come support your Muckdogs as we light up Niagara before doing the same to the nighttime sky. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been John King with your coverage of the Batavia Muckdogs. What a comeback from your Muckdogs. Thank you for tuning in and have a great rest of your night.